right, we are live on YouTube, and tonight we're going to be discussing staying relevant in today's modern world is critical to your success on and off of YouTube. I'm also going to be answering any questions you may have in the chat regarding any of your business or personal needs with another session of Ask Coach Eli Anything. So stick around for all that and much, much more that's coming right live from Northern California. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. And if this is your first time here, and most importantly, you are open to suggestions and change, please consider subscribing and then banging that bell. And after you bang that bell, when that pop-up box pops up, make sure you select all notifications, because that way you won't miss a single thing. You will not miss anything when it comes to getting a better grip on your life. And also make sure on your smartphone, your tablet, your iPhone, your Android, or anywhere that you have the YouTube app installed on, you must also make sure that the YouTube app is set to receive those notifications at a device level. You do all of that, and it's all good. It's all gravy, like some people like to say out here on these YouTube streets. It's all gravy. Well, the only time I think about gravy is during Thanksgiving, and we're quite a bit of ways from that, but gravy is all good. You just have to minimize it because it's full of fat and a lot of empty calories, but it tastes damn good, doesn't it? Oh man, the chat is being lit up by the mods. All the mods are here. This is great. This is great. By the way, moderators, I plan on being on tonight until midnight Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific. So we're going to be on for another, what is it? It's 18 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Daylight Time. Eastern Daylight Time. It is Daylight Time. I keep forgetting that. 7:18 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Going to be on for another, what is it? 90, 100, 101 minutes. So an hour and 41 minutes, something like that. So mods, if you want to come on and join me live on the air in just a little bit after I get through the monologue, please let me know in the chat, and I will invite you all on through Google Hangouts. What I will say is that you must keep it advertiser friendly, no excessive profanity. Occasional, profanity in the right context is okay. But I don't want to get my channel demonetized. I want to abide by the rules and keep this a safe place for everyone to, participate at. But I also don't want to take away any of your expression. So occasional profanity is okay. So anyway, let me go ahead and just see who's in the chat right now. And then I have an update for everybody that is a part of the YouTube Partner Program. We all got access to something new today, which is amazing as long as you use it properly. Now, I want to ask the chat, I had to tweak my settings a little bit. How's the audio coming through? How's the audio coming through? Are my lips in sync? Terry, can you let me know? You're an audio and video expert. Are my lips in sync? Is the audio cutting out at all? Or is it pretty smooth? Are my lips in sync with the audio coming through? Can you please let me know, Terry, in the chat? I would greatly appreciate it. Or anyone else, let me know. I want to make sure it's coming through loud and clear with no cracks or pops, or very few cracks or pops. And also that my lips are in sync with the audio and the video. Sounds good on my side. No, that's fine. That's fine. What I'm also asking is, are my lips in sync with the audio? Does it look pretty good? Sounds awesome, Eli. Okay. Now, the reason being, folks, is when you run as much as I run on my computer to make these shows happen, I do have an i7, quad core processor with 16 gigs of RAM, a solid state hard drive. But when you're also doing audio and you process your audio in a special way like I do, I have to set what's called a buffer. And it creates what's called a little bit of latency to make sure that my processor can keep up with everything that I need to do here and not cause any choppy audio. But when you do that, when you set buffers, you have a little bit of latency. So there is a 1/4 of a second latency on my system, which is not going to be noticeable to you folks because I sync that up between my audio and my video. And what goes on to you folks out there on YouTube should be just fine. Yes, you're in sync. Okay, great. So we are good to go. So I just wanted to mention that. And what I will be doing later on down the road, folks, is I'm going to be doing some videos for those of you that want to do high quality streams like I do through OBS and teach you folks how to use programs, software programs that will enhance the sound that comes out of your microphone. Now, I use a Blue Yeti. The Blue Yeti out of the box does not sound like it sounds right now. This audio is being processed by a program I'm using that's able to process sound on the fly. Now, most people will record their videos pre-recorded and process their audio and post-production through their video editing programs such as what I use, Adobe Premiere Pro. But when you're doing a live stream, you need that processed live and on the fly. And it takes additional processing power. And you have to also make sure that your processor can handle it and that your buffers are set. It's a lot of mumbo jumbo, computer lingo, jargon. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, Terry. And Terry, I don't use a mixing board like you do, which would solve that issue. I do it all through virtual audio cables. So I know this has gotten a little bit too techy for most of you out there, but that's what I've been working on. Red Pill Fizzins in the house. Devil's Queen's in the house. Mutt Nuts Reviews is in the house. Alex the Beer Master's in the house. Everyone's in the house. Filled with blue wrenches in the house. So if the trolls want to come in tonight, they're going to have a field day. They're going to have to beat Queen Helen Casey, who's going to probably beat out all the mods to squash the trolls. That's if my Nightbot security and my YouTube block words list don't get you. This channel is bulletproof, so especially with all the mod wrenches in here. Oh, man, it feels good. We have 29 in the box to start off the show. Thank you so much for being here. Let me say hello to everyone here real quick. Let me say hello. Mutt Nuts Review says, hi all. Queen Helen Casey, hello Eli. Queen Helen Casey, as always, smash the like button for Eli. Thank you. We've got 10 likes already. Thank you so much. Any likes would be appreciated to offset all of the dislikes from those nasty, pesky trolls that just can't get enough of Coach Eli, but that's all good. It's all good. Queen Helen Casey says, hello, Mutt. Mutt says, hello, Queen, or hey, Queen. The Devil's Queen. Okay, I'm here. Got Eli video on my TV, the chat on my phone, and querying titles. Okay. Now let me ask you, Devil's Queen. I do broadcast in very high quality 1080p HD at 20 megabits per second with 320 kbps, high quality sound. How is the sound and the picture looking on your TV? It should look absolutely majestic. Is it nice and smooth? That's why I broadcast in such high quality, folks, because many people today are using their smart TV to watch YouTube videos. And the way you do that is you use your YouTube app. You sync your, you add your TV to the same network that your phone is on. And then when you're on your YouTube app, you hit that little TV button on the top right of your YouTube app, and then it will ask you to select which TV you want to display this live stream or video on. And the reason why they give you multiple options sometimes is because you may have 2 or 3 or 4 smart TVs connected to your home or where you live, on the same Wi-Fi network. So you choose which one you want to display the live stream or YouTube video on, and that's why it's important to broadcast in as high quality as possible, folks, because people may be watching you on a nice TV. Now, how big is your TV? Is it like 40 inches, 50 inches? And how does it sound? How does it look on your TV? And are my lips in sync? Can you see my lips in sync there? A Devil's Queen. Thank you for being here, though. Alex the Beast Master. Sorry. Alex the Beer Master. Well, you're a beast, too. A good beast, brother. What is up, my friend? Alex the Beer Master? Not much. I'm going to bring some of you folks on the panel tonight. We're going to have a good time for a little while. We're going to talk about staying relevant in today's modern world, on and off of YouTube. The reason why I say on and off of YouTube is because, you know, people that typically watch YouTube videos are also probably content creators or at least consumers of content, and they spend a lot of time out here. Plus, they also have a life outside of YouTube. So, you know, staying relevant in today's modern world is critical to your success regarding whatever you're trying to accomplish on and off of YouTube. All right, Mutton Nuts Review says, hey, Eli, how are you? I'm doing great. Mutton Nuts and Alex, I'm doing great. Hey, Devil's Queen says, Mutton Nuts. Queen Helen Casey, hello, Devil's Queen. Mutton Nuts Reviews, hey, Alex. Queen Helen Casey, hello, Alex. Devil's Queen says, hey, all. Queen Helen Casey, except for Terry. Terry's G. Where are you, brother? Are you sleeping, bro? Are you sleepless in Canada? I would slay. Jeez, I can't even talk tonight. I would say sleepless in Seattle like the old movie, but you're not anywhere near Washington. You are in Canada. Are you sleepless in Canada? Terry's G. Alex the Beer Master says, I would love to come on, Eli. Let me know, my friend, when you're ready. Moderators, get ready. Let me know in the chat which one of you want to come on. I'll bring you on one at a time. Alex the Beer Master, I'm going to bring you on first in a little bit here. Once I get through the monologue, and we'll chat. We're going to bring you folks on through Google Hangouts. You can come on with audio and video, or if you just want to come on audio only, just turn off your video once you join the Hangout, and you're good to go. All right, Mutton Nuts Reviews. I am here, still not feeling good, so just going to lay here and listen. Well, you don't want to come on, huh? Mutton Nuts Reviews. This is a prime opportunity to get a little exposure, but that's okay. It's on you. It's all good. It's all good. It's all gravy, like some of the people say out here on YouTube. It's all gravy, right? And I was asking about the sound. Devil's Queen says, you're fine. Sounds good on my side. Says Mutton Nuts Reviews. Wheelchair Guy Gaming sounds good, mate. Welcome to the show, Wheelchair Guy Gaming. Thank you so much for being here. I know you want me to refer to you as WGG, but I want people to get to know you. As a matter of fact, Wheelchair Guy Gaming, let me subscribe to your channel now. Give me a second here. Let me subscribe to your channel. Bang the bell, select all notifications. Folks, if you want to connect with Wheelchair Guy Gaming, because not everyone has the new extension that works on Chrome where you can still go to channels through a YouTube live chat, I'm going to share the link to Wheelchair Guy Gaming's channel right there. So if you would like to subscribe to Wheelchair Guy Gaming, click that link in a different browser, or if you're on your smartphone app, quickly go over there, subscribe, bang the bell, select all notifications, and come back to the stream here. He's a pretty good guy. He was on my live stream last night in the middle of the night. We had a great show last night. So if you missed that show, I did 3 streams yesterday, folks. If you missed any of those streams and you're looking for good content, go back and check out those streams. And you'll be all up to date regarding what's happening over here in my neck of the woods. 34 in the box right now, 11 likes. Thank you so much to everyone for being here on this wonderful Thursday evening. Let's see. Alex the Beer Master sounds awesome. Eli, the Devil's Queen, I'm getting you just fine on my TV. Yes, you're in sync. Hang on a second here. Says Mutton Nuts Reviews. If you want me on, let me know so I can be appropriate on camera. Of course I want you on. It wasn't whether I want you on or whether I wanted you on or not, the Devil's Queen. It's whether you wanted to come on or not. My door is always open to my moderators and other good people I trust. You folks can pop on my panels anytime you'd like. As a matter of fact, Devil's Queen, I will bring you on first, and then I'll bring on Alex the Beer Master, because I want to touch base with you. I know you probably have some things you want to update us with, and I want to give you uninterrupted time to do that here tonight. Let me know if that works in the chat, and I'll get to you here in just a few. Let's see. Red Pill Prison, good evening. Coach, good evening. Good evening, Red Pill Prison. Welcome to the show. Devil's Queen says, Red. Wheelchair Guy Gaming, I look forward to it. Any technical would be great. Well, you let me know what you want. You could email me topic requests, and I'll do them for you, Wheelchair Guy Gaming. I'll do them for you. I don't do this for anybody, just for anybody free of charge. But I'm going to do it for you because you've just been a good long-time supporter of this channel behind the scenes. And when people take care of me and care about me, I'm willing to more so give them the shirt off my back. And that's what I'm going to do. So you let me know what you want me to do, and I'll create some pre-recorded videos and also probably do some live streams on any tech topics you want. I understand tech very, very thoroughly. So you just let me know. Mutton Nuts Reviews. I love StreamYard. My live went so smooth the other night. I'm sorry I fell asleep, Mutton Nuts Reviews. I got to check out the replay. I'm sorry that I wasn't there. There's been so much going on. And I know we need to start sharing the love amongst other live streams with the moderators. But yeah, I will catch up. And in the near future, we can even do some live streams where maybe you might want to bring myself and some of the other people from over here on your channel. We can do some panel shows there. What are your thoughts about that, Nuts Reviews? Let me know in the chat, please. Nuts Reviews. Hey, Red, Queen Helen Casey, the trolls won't stand a chance with me. Well, Queen, there are an army of moderators standing right behind you. In case you fall asleep for a second, Queen Helen Casey, someone else will get it. But this whole channel is filled with an army of wrenches that'll bash you on the head if you come in here and misbehave or behave inappropriately. Oh, man. I'm having a good time. That's what it's all about. You got to have a good time while you do what you love out here on YouTube. So she's a great blocker, says Devil's Queen. Yes, she is a great blocker. She puts all the rest of the moderators, which is what I'm trying to say, out of business because she's so quick with the band hammer that, you know, the rest of you can just hang out. And just in case she falls asleep for 2 seconds, which is very rare in the case of Queen Helen Casey, then then somebody else will step on in. Red Pill Fizzin says, hi, everybody. Love you all. We love you too, Fizzin. Fizzin, I heard through our private chat that you created a new rap. If you want to share what that is in the chat, feel free to do so. Certain things I won't talk about, but I give you my full blessing to put whatever you want in the chat, Fizzin. It's all good, man. And Fizzin, I haven't had a chance to check it out yet, but I will. I know you shared some links through the private hangout we have going on behind the scenes with the moderators, so I'll check that out later tonight, bro. But thank you so much for being here, man. I appreciate it. The Devil's Queen says, yes, it's just the wire that's going green and black. Oh, well, yeah, that's because, you see that right there? Let me tell you why that happens there. That is because of the green screen. You know, sometimes when you're keen, see when I get closer here, or when I'm out of the view of the green screen, because now my shirt's covering, you see it. But see, now the green screen is washing out the wire, but that's not that big of a deal. It's very hard to key that out perfectly. I've got great lighting on my green screen and great lighting on me. And for the most part, you know, the transparent image of me in front of my background is great. But yeah, the wire's hard. Oh my God! Whoa! Whoa! Wheelchair Guy Gaming! My God! Man, you didn't have to do that, brother. Wow. Wow. Thank you for the $10 Australian Super Chat. I hope the exchange rate is better to LOL. Off to work. Keep at it, bro. Dude, you tell me what you want. You send me videos you want me to do, and I will do them for you free of charge. And I'll get on it immediately. I like you, dude. And at some point, I hope we get to talk privately behind the scenes and maybe get you on the air if you want. Because, now Wheelchair Guy Gaming, are you actually disabled? I'm just curious. Are you in a wheelchair? And I'm sure you wouldn't put that there unless you were. But, you know, I have a very, very soft spot for people with disabilities that work through their disabilities and make something out of themselves. And I really love the fact that if you are actually disabled, which I'm assuming that because of your channel's name, you're coming out here and making the most out of your life. And that's inspirational, bro. So thank you again for the $10 Australian super chat. I will figure it out. AUS to USD. It's 64 cents per dollar. So 10 Australian dollars equals $6.36 USD. So we're going to start off the channel donation fund tonight at $6.36 USD or $10 Australian. Thank you once again to Wheelchair Guy Gaming. I hope the exchange rate is better to LOL. Off to work. Keep at it, bro. Thank you so much for being here, bro. Yep, paraplegic and former Paralympian. Dude, I've got to hear your story at some point. When you're ready to get your channel going or you want to come on a panel with myself and the mods here, let me know. And once we get to know you and get you on a panel, then I will even moderate you as well. I'm really blessed to have you as a part of this channel, man. And thank you so much for being here. Have yourself a wonderful night at work and take it easy, man. Take it easy, man, and stay safe from this pandemic of the COVID-19 coronavirus. Wow. I'm at a loss for words already, folks. I'm at a loss for words. Oh, wow. It even shows me here in the live control room. The thing is, it's not showing the full thing. It's off screen. I wonder if I can actually expand this. It says chat revenue $6.30 on the back end of the live control room. So that's dead accurate. Awesome. And let me just check one more thing here while I get used to the new live control room here. It's not coming up in my viewer activity yet, but it should be popping up sometime soon. Okay. All right. Wheelchair Guy Gaming, I tell you, Eli, you are looking youthful on my Galaxy 10. Oh, thank you so much, man. Actually, the reason why I ran late today, I hadn't trimmed my beard in quite some time. And it was getting a little bit rough. And you could start to see a little bit of the gray. I don't have a whole lot of gray even at 46, but I do have some. And so I trim my beard. I do a good job. But then I use Just for Men, to enhance it. Not only because it looks natural and it covers up any bit of little gray that I have, it also softens my skin. So, when you make out with the ladies, you're not pricking their face. So that's why I ran a little behind, folks, and I apologize for that. I wanted to look aesthetically pleasing for all of you, but thank you for the compliment, Wheelchair Guy Gaming. 34 in the box. Thank you so much for being here. Devil's Queen says, I'm watching you on a 32-inch TLC Roku Smart TV. Awesome. Awesome. Devil's Queen says, we love you, Red. Red Pill Vision. Shout out to Spider. Whoops. I went past that. Shout out to Spider Look for sharing this content from TikTok of an ignorant couple who made this video. How to make a okay. Well, Vision started out. Okay. We know what you wanted to say there, bro. It's all good. 39 in the box. Thank you so much for being here. Mudnuts Reviews. I would come on, but been sick all day and not been able to keep anything I eat down and had a bad headache all day. If not better by tomorrow, going to the ER. Well, I hope you get better soon, Mudnuts. I'll keep you in my thoughts and prayers, all right? So please, everyone, say a prayer for Mudnuts Reviews to get better soon. Red Pill Business says, I meant this is Spider Look reacting to it. And he provides the actual link in his description box. Cool. Cool. Awesome. Awesome. Give me a second here. Got to check something out real quick, just out of curiosity. Okay. Alex the Beer Master, I'm going to go listen to my music. Come let me know when you're ready to have me on, or just message me and I will come right on. Thank you, buddy. Alex the Beer Master, I'll send you a link on Hangouts. I'll send you all links when I'm ready to have you folks come on one at a time in just a little bit here. But thank you so much, bro. Queen Helen Case says, yup. Muttonus Reviews, I am in the works on learning how to bring people on panel with StreamYard. It's quite easy. Quite easy. There's a super chat once again from Wheelchair Guy Gaming. Thanks again for the Australian $10 super chat. I hope the exchange rate is better too. LOL. Off to work. Keep at it, bro. Again, thank you, Wheelchair Guy Gaming. Muttonus Reviews would love to do panels as soon as I figure out how everything works so it goes smooth. Well, I can help you with that in 5 minutes. Muttonus Reviews. When do you want to do it? Tomorrow? You want to get on a call with myself and the other moderators tomorrow? We can help you do it. It's pretty simple. Real simple. Manic Monday says, hello, chat. Hello, Manic Monday. No, it's actually Thursday, but great name. Let me check out that channel, Manic Monday. Let's see. Let me see. Manic Monday started their channel April 23rd, 2020. That's probably a sock account. Keep an eye on that account there, Queen Helen Casey, please, or any other mod. It's funny how all these people are joining my chat with different names and accounts that were just created like within the last day or so. And they think because YouTube removed the go to channel feature, I can't use the extension that's available on Chrome to still check out your channel. So it's all good. Whatever, you know. Wheelchair Guy Gaming, yep, paraplegic and former, Paralympian. Yeah, I read that earlier when I was looking at the screen on OBS. Okay, cool. Red Pill Visit, no, it's not new. It is the one I recorded a few months ago. Okay. The execution of you-know-who. Okay. That's pretty funny, bro, I gotta say. That's pretty funny. I shared it with LA rap artist, former G-Unit member Spider Loke, and he likes it, so 2020 might be good. Well, that's good, bro. If you get your break off of that, then wow. All right, that's good, bro. Wheelchair Guy Gaming says, no worries, cheers. Take care. Red Pill Vision, the new one is going to be released in a little bit. It'll be a premiere video. Awesome. Look forward to it, Fizzin. Devil's Queen, I'm waiting on it, Red. DC the Purple Diva, hola! From the west side, everyone. Hey, Eli, I caught you live. Hey, DC the Purple Diva. I would love to interview you at some point, whenever you're ready. And DC the Purple Diva does a bunch of different stuff on her channel. Does a bunch of live streams. Primarily autism, because she's the caregiver for an autistic adult. But DC the Purple Diva, I really like who you are. And I'm glad that you're one that can ignore the trolls and not let them get in the way of YouTubers you want to follow. So you know what, DC the Purple Diva? I'm going to welcome you to the moderator crew here. DC the Purple Diva is now a moderator for your channel. Now, DC the Purple Diva, I don't know if you use Google Hangouts or not. It's integrated for free within your Google account, same account that you use to log into YouTube. If you want to send me a Hangouts chat request, I would love to add you to a private chat that my moderators, the other moderators, have going on behind the scenes to keep you up of things, keep you aware of things. And I really want to help you and work with you. Go below the description of this video or any video and look at my email, Coach Eli at coach.eliasmelas.com. That's Coach Eli at coach.eliasmelas.com. Copy and paste that into Google Hangouts chat. Send me a Hangouts chat request. I'll connect with you after the show, and then I'll add you to a private chat with the rest of the moderators where we discuss, things on YouTube and our channels and how we're going to work together behind the scenes. So welcome to the mod crew, DC the Purple Diva. The Devil's Queen. Okay, Eli, ready when you are. It'll be just about 5 or 10 minutes. Let me get through the chat here and mention one thing. And you know what I'm going to do, Jennifer, when I bring you on? I'm going to give you the floor while I go refill my coffee. Jennifer, you can monologue for 5-6 minutes or so easily. And then when I come back, I'll ask you a few questions, and then we'll start bringing on the rest of the moderators or whoever else wants to come on the show. I have a feeling I'm going to be on a little bit longer than expected tonight, but we'll see how it goes. All right. I know how to share the link, but just a few things I want to do on my end so it looks good with my lights and green screen. Yeah, I'm not sure if you're able to use a green screen with StreamYard. I don't think they have any features to. I could be wrong. I haven't looked into it. I don't know if they have any features to chroma key. What you have to do, I mean, I guess I could kind of, let me see here. Using green screen with StreamYard. Let me see here. Okay. So I just saw on the StreamYard page, there's a green screen tab page, and that should allow you to do what I do here in OBS. It should allow you to select a chroma key, chroma green, and then you should be able to fine tune it. But here's the thing: if Mutnuts Reviews, if you're using a phone to do this, I'm going to tell you, it's probably not going to run as smooth as using a powerful laptop or desktop. Now, your computer is not powerful enough to do this. Your phone, I'll tell you honestly, your phone is probably good enough to do a basic show without a green screen. But if you try to do the green screen from your phone, it may not work as properly. Because you have to also understand, like you said, it's all about lighting. It's all about keeping your phone steady on a tripod. It's all about, the sensor being able to key out, the sensor of your lens being able to key out the chroma green. And let me tell you something, using a phone's sensor, the sensors on smartphones are not as big as the sensors on a real camera. I don't even use a webcam. I use a capture card, the Elgato Cam Link, and I use a 1080p Canon Vixia camera. That's why my stuff runs smooth and works very well. But yeah, see what you can do and let us know. DC the Purple Diva says, okay, thanks, Eli. Well, you're welcome, DC the Purple Diva. Got to interview you at some point. Well, I want to learn a lot more about your experiences in caregiving for an autistic adult. You must be one of the most patient women on this planet, DC the Purple Diva. This is with no disrespect. I know a lot of autistic people, and they're really good people, but they can have their moments. And, from what I've learned about autistic people is that they don't understand certain social cues, so they tend to be flip-floppers. They have a hard time, making a decision when it comes to certain things, and that's completely normal with them. So you must be the most patient female on the planet, or one of the most patient people, period, male or female, on the planet. So God bless you. I don't know if you believe, but whether you believe in the good Lord or not, and in God, God bless you anyway. Oh, man. Wow. Red Pill Fist, and I want to add that I suffer from bipolar depression, and I take meds. The Dramasphere saw that, as an opportunity to kick me while I was down, but not anymore. Well, good for you for getting over that, Fizzin. I'm proud of you, brother. I'm seriously proud of you. Oklahoma Tree Climber. Hey, buddy. Hey, what's going on, Oklahoma Tree Climber? Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. Oklahoma Tree Climber, about to go to sleep. I'll catch you tomorrow, buddy. All right, man. Thanks for stopping by. Muttonus Reviews. Yes, I can. D. Niman told us how I have to put it in desktop mode. Well, sure. You have to put it in desktop mode regardless. But the more and more elements you use, besides just running a regular show, like when you add the green screen element to it, you know, even if it does work smoothly, you know, you're going to have to get your lighting right. You're going to have a tripod for your camera to keep your for your phone to keep your phone steady. You're going to have to adjust it perfectly. I'll tell you honestly, to green screen from a phone is going to be way more difficult than green screening with a real camera and a real laptop or desktop. But you see what you can do. Surprise us. Muttonus Reviews. I used it the other night and everyone said it looked good. Okay, great. Good. The Devil's Queen. Do you want me to talk about the topic till you get back, Eli? Well, you can talk about whatever you want to talk about when you come on. What I more so would hope you would talk about is, you know, you took a break away. We've been talking about this on my channel for the past week, how we have finally moved away from this drama. And I kind of want to hear your feedback on that if you're open to it. And you took some time away. What I would also like for you to talk about, if you're cool with it, is paganism, and explain to us what it is, and explain why you had to walk away for a little bit and then come back. I'm very fascinated by that. Even though, I'll be honest with you, and with no disrespect, it's a little weird to me. But don't get me wrong, I still have a lot of respect for you, you know that. But I want to learn more about paganism, and maybe we'll do an entire show on that. But how does that sound? Muttonus Reviews. I had a pick from DC of the cherry blossoms or my green screen. Cool. DC the Purple Diva. We can talk about interviews soon, and yes, it takes patience. Okay, great. Yeah, just go below the description of this live stream or go to my About section from your laptop or desktop and get my email, DC the Purple Diva. Coach Eli at coach.eliasmelas.com. Coach Eli at coach.eliasmelas.com. Connect with me on Google Hangouts chat, and then I'll connect you with everybody. And then trust me, we're going to take this to the next level because I really want to work with a channel such as yours that understands autism at the level you do. Like, this is fascinating stuff to me, and I can tell you it will be fascinating for other people. And I think between your channel and my channel and some of the other channels through the network of people that are here, DC the Purple Diva, we can really make a big difference. I think your channel could become the channel for anyone that is looking to find that information about autism and things of that nature and caregiving for an autistic person. I think it could get big. And we need someone like that. We need an authoritative voice on autism because there are a lot of autistic YouTubers that I've come across, and my experiences with them have been pretty much almost the same. They're not bad people, but they don't understand certain social cues like, us folks that, don't have autism do, right? So I think that will be very interesting. Let's see. Red Pill Piz and Eli, would you recommend using StreamYard to link all live streams together, such as YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter? That's up to you, bro. A lot of people do simulcasting amongst multiple platforms. And I don't think YouTube really likes that. I don't think any of the platforms really like it because they want you to use their platform. In my opinion, and I'm just going to state my opinion, I've used Facebook video before, and while Facebook video has gotten a lot better than it used to be, it's gotten better. It's in HD. It's got great features, etc., right? In my opinion, there's no other platform that does YouTube in the ways that YouTube does it. There's also no other platform that brings together communities, good, bad, or indifferent, as Google and YouTube do here. Now, Facebook, the primary purpose of Facebook has been for people to connect together, right? And then they started adding all these other elements, videos, events, group pages, business pages. They used to call them fan pages. Now they're business pages, right? They added all that because they had to compete and stay relevant, right? But in my honest opinion, I don't think simulcasting is worth it. I think what you should do instead, Fizzin, is use the other social media platforms to promote your YouTube channel and streams and get people from over there to come over here, right? Because you're not going to get subscribers on your YouTube channel by having some people watch your content on Facebook or, other streaming platforms. So, and Twitter, I believe Twitter does not do live streaming, I believe, unless they change that. Twitter allows you to upload like short video clips. So, what you could do, bro, is take video clips of your content and say, to watch the rest of this, click the link below and come to my YouTube channel, right? Use other social media platforms as a promotional opportunity. Does that make sense? I do believe, thank God, excellent, DC the Purple Diva. My late father would love you. He was the most God-loving man on the planet. I learned from him. Mutton Reviews, I do have a tripod with a 10-inch ring light and softbox light. Yeah, the softbox light, you probably are going to use that to light up your green screen. The ring light you're going to use to fill your face. Like I mentioned before, I have 2 softbox lights on my green screen. So that way I have it, evenly lit up for the best chroma key possible to key out the green, so I'm, looking good in front of whatever picture I put behind me, right? And then I have 2 LED lights coming at me. One is coming down straight at me, and then one is coming on the side to fill side shadows. So when you start making more money and you can get more equipment, I would probably invest in a couple more lights. 2 of them on your face and 2 of them lighting up your green screen. But you're starting on the right foot. Absolutely. Just want to move my office around to maximize the use of the space I have. And space is also an issue. So, I had to fit everything in myself in my studio here. So, I get that. But you'll figure it out. Red Pill Vision says, yeah, I'm interested in your take on that, DQ. The Devil's Queen says, yeah, that's fine. I'm happy you're open-minded to it. Cool. DC the Purple Diva, I've only done live stream on 2 platforms, once from StreamYard, but I haven't tried with Periscope. I'll tell you folks, honestly, I would just focus on YouTube. It's up to you what you want to do. I would create all of your content on YouTube and then share clips and promotional opportunities on other platforms to get people to come to YouTube. I'm telling you, there's no other platform that does video, live and pre-recorded like YouTube. Okay, I'm going to stop looking at the chat for right now, and I'm going to, first of all, say, how do you folks like the background today? Today, we've got peace, love, unity, and respect. You see how the green screen comes in perfect with that? Now, when you use a green screen, you got to learn how to adjust your hand around so it looks like you're pointing at the words. But if I turn around here and point there, like point right there, I'm looking at a green screen, right? So you got to get used to it. It's kind of like how it's what the weathermen have been, and the weather men and women. There are whether men and women today. Sorry about that. My apologies, ladies. Equal rights. I get it. It's all good, right? But the people that they call them meteorologists now. The meteorologists have always used a green screen, and they'll point at the screen. It's 58 degrees here in Redwood City. It's 70 degrees in San Francisco, and blah blah blah. Right, and they're pointing at it. Right. In essence, what they're doing is it's a green screen that basically they're pointing, and you have to get used to looking at the actual video and then taking your hand and say, okay. Like, here's the chat, right? If I come over here, I got peace, love, unity, and respect, right? Love it. Peace, love, unity, and respect. Life is made of small moments like these, right? Life is made of small moments like peace, love, unity, and respect. That's what I want here on this channel. PLUR. P-L-U-R. Peace, love, unity, and respect. Well, it goes to figure that I knew that Manic Monday was a troll. I think I have an idea who that troll was. We knew it was a troll. They're like B.O.R.I.N.G. Boring. Well, dude, if this is boring to you, then why are you here? Like, seriously, dude. Are you curious to see if I'm going to fly off the handle and, start feeding back into your drama sphere? Come on, dude. Quit wasting your time, man. What's that going to do? Ooh, I'm so hurt because you think my stream is boring. You, as an individual, think my stream is boring, right? Because I'm not doing crazy drama stuff of attacking people, right? Get out of here, man. This is the Purple Diva. I need to promote more. That's true on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Periscope. And so do I. 37 in the box. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, folks, real quick, couple things before I bring Jennifer, a.k.a. the Devil's Queen, on, before I take a quick break. Everybody today in the YouTube Partner Program received an email, or you should have received it, that we now have all... we have now all been given access, which is what I'm trying to say, to self-certification. Now, DC the Purple Diva, are you monetized? I'm just kind of wondering, are you monetized? Let me know. Actually, no, I think you said you need your watch hours. I think you need your watch hours. You have the subs, but you need the watch hours. We'll help you get the watch hours. Trust me on that. But everybody in the YouTube Partner Program today should have received an email welcoming you to the self-certification program for monetization. Now, what does that mean? Now, I believe it only works on pre-recorded videos. When you're doing a live stream, there's no way you can self-certify a live stream because it's happening live. And there's no way to analyze a live stream until after it's done and goes through YouTube processing. So you need your watch hours. How many watch hours do you have? Like around 2,000? Because we can help you get those watch hours quick. We'll start doing some panels back and forth, and trust me, your watch time will whoosh right through the roof. No problem. But yeah, I found out after I got the email, I was wondering, are they just giving this to a select few people? Because they've been talking about the self-certification program. They've had it in beta testing through certain creators for a little while, and they planned on rolling it out slowly to other creators. But I got a tweet today from Team YouTube on Twitter saying that everyone in the YouTube Partner Program has now been given access to self-certification, which means you can now self-certify any pre-recorded video, and you can either choose to say that it is advertiser friendly or it is not. Give me a second here. Now, here's why you should be honest. You should be honest because the more honest you are about your self-certification, like if you put out a few videos that you know are not suitable for all advertisers, and then you choose some that are and you're accurate with it, YouTube's going to give you an accuracy score. And the higher your accuracy score is, the more they're going to trust you to self-certify and monetize your videos. Here's where it's most important. The first 24 to 48 hours of your video are very important. And the problem in the past with creators in the YouTube Partner Program has been that they put out a video, they know it's advertiser friendly, the artificial intelligence gets it wrong, demonetizes their video, they send it for manual review, and the manual review used to take 24 to 48 hours. During that time, your video got the majority of its views. Let's say you got 100,000 views while your video was wrongfully classified by the artificial intelligence as the yellow icon, not suitable for most advertisers. You just lost out. You lost on a lot, or you lost out on a lot of monetization. With this self-certification program, it's going to allow you to say, I certify that this is ad-friendly according to YouTube ad-friendly guidelines and according to YouTube community guidelines as well. You got to look at both, right? Now, if you feel your video is ad-friendly, there's one check you click, you're good to go. But if you have any doubts on whether it's ad-friendly or not, there are a bunch of simple check boxes you can check. I'm just going to state one of them. I should be showing this on the screen, but I'm not going to. I'll probably do a separate video on this down the road. One question is profanity used in your video? If so, do you use occasional profanity, occasional light profanity in the right context? If you select that, it'll tell you that your video is still suitable for all advertisers. But there's also a box below that that says strong profanity. And if you use strong profanity, you're going to get the yellow icon, not suitable for most advertisers. Now, that doesn't mean you're not going to make any ad revenue, because YouTube is more so signing on advertisers that want to sponsor more edgy content. But at this point, the majority of advertisers are still looking for more ad-friendly content. So you want to try to, create as many of your videos to be green and fully monetized for all advertisers. But that's just how it works. Mutnuts Reviews. Whose channel do you subscribe to? DC the Purple Diva. I'm going to share her link in the chat. I'm getting it right now. If you want to subscribe to DC the Purple Diva, go ahead and click that link right there. Subscribe, make sure you bang the bell, and then select all notifications. And make sure your YouTube ad can receive notifications at a device level, because I have a feeling that DC the Purple Diva, myself, and some other people here on this channel are going to be doing some great things between live streams and pre-recorded videos. Great minds, okay, we talk. Great minds think alike, mutton nuts. Okay. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to send the link right now on Hangouts to the Devil's Queen, aka Jennifer. I'm going to bring her on, take a quick break, and then come back. So give me just a second here. Where is the Devil's Queen? Where is the Devil's Queen? Where are you? Give me a second here, folks. There you are. Are you there? here is the link to the show. All right, let's go ahead and switch on over to the quad screen while we wait for the Devil's Queen. I'm going to also launch the virtual cam. So that way, whoever comes on the Hangout panel will be able to see on their screen, whether they're on their phone or computer, what is going out to YouTube. DC the Purple Diva, if you're around and you connect with me on Hangouts, actually, you know what? If you put in your email in the chat temporarily, so I can connect with you on Hangouts, DC the Purple Diva, I can even bring you on to the Hangout panel as well. I'd love to have a conversation with you here tonight and introduce you to the moderators here. I think that would be great. But we have Jennifer, a.k.a. the Devil's Queen, in the house. Jennifer, we got to start off by giving you a big round of applause. Come on, Jennifer. You like all that hype.
Yes.
Come on. At least pretend like you're laughing. But at least pretend like it's cool, Jennifer. Come on.
It's always cool. I'm just trying to keep my bad words to myself.
Well, you know, occasional profanity is fine, Jennifer. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, but I go out of control.
Well, yes, we can save that for behind the scenes. How's that? We could share how we truly feel about people and talk shit behind the scenes, right? On the front lines, we're going to keep it advertiser friendly for the YouTube gods, right?
I need to stay professional because my business is on the line here.
Okay. Well, hang on one second. All right, DC the Purple Diva, I got your email. Go ahead and delete it from the chat, unless you want to leave it there. That's up to you. I'm going to actually send you I just sent you a request to connect with me on Google Hangouts. So if you're on your laptop or desktop, you can go to hangouts.google.com or Google search Google Hangouts and you'll get that request. We can chat there. I can also bring you on. If you don't have the Hangouts app on your phone, you should download it. It's free on iOS, Apple, and Android. And then we can bring you on the show if you want. But I have sent you a request. Now, before I step away for a few minutes and grab some more coffee and use the restroom, because I have a feeling we're going to be on here a little bit longer tonight than I expected, because all the mods are here and lots of people are here. There's a lot to talk about, actually, Jennifer, isn't there?
Oh, yes.
And that's why, you see, you know, mi casa y su casa. You know, I'm not Spanish, and I don't think you're Spanish either, but you know a little Spanish, right? Mi casa y su casa, right? My house is your house.
I lived with Mexicans for like 10 years. So I don't speak it, but I do a little bit understand it.
When you lived with them, were they cooking some great home-cooked meals?
Yeah, they were also half Polish, so it was getting a mixture of both ethnicities.
Oh, so, wow.
Sometimes we do Polish, and then sometimes we do Mexican.
Oh, okay. Now, Devil's Queen, I just started projecting what's going out to YouTube on the Hangout. Can you see the quad screen there?
Yes. Is
it coming through clearly? Everything's working fine?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic.
I can also see it wonderfully on my TV.
That's great. How's the quality? Is it nice and clear?
Yeah. I'm thinking, God, that wire has stopped turning green a little bit on the TV.
Well, that's because right now I'm smaller. I'm on a quad on the bottom left, right? When I go full screen, and there's a 25-second delay between what we're saying here and what's going out to people on YouTube, including your screen. So just know, in about 20 seconds or so from now, you're going to see me go full screen, and you're going to be able to notice that wire again. Okay. You know, whenever you green screen full screen, you're going to notice more of the artifacts. But when you go to a smaller screen, it's not as noticeable. You know what I'm saying?
Funny thing is, it doesn't do it on your shirt. It does it on your headphone wire.
And I'll tell you why. Because that headphone wire is exposed to the actual green part. What my camera's picking up right now is me. So if I were to kind of bend down, when you see I bend down, if you look at your actual live screen, okay, you don't see that, right? But now the green screen is allowing me to put this picture behind me. So if I were to, like, let me go full screen again here. I'll show you folks closer. Like if I were to go down, you see now that wire is not all sparkly, okay?
Yeah.
But now if I go to the green screen part, look at the white part. That's because it's very difficult to get a chroma key around such a small little object. What you want to do is you want to get yourself to be as flush as possible. And I have my microphone here, which is as flush as possible. I tried to key this out. I tried every single thing possible. I adjusted my light, and this is the best it gets. So, but you know what? You have an eye for things, girl. I got to tell you, you have an eye for things, and you pick up things that most people don't. Let me ask you real quick before I step away on break, and then you share with us what you're going to share. Is that part of the pagan thing that gives you that intuition?
A little bit, as well as also I think on my creative side of the brain all the time. So the logical, smart thing that normal people think on just isn't as active as it is for most people. I mean, it's active, but it's not as active as everybody else's.
Okay.
So being a learning disabled, my creativity part of the brain is higher than the logical side.
Well, I think part of that has to do with biology, and no disrespect, Jennifer, you're very strong. Let me be very careful with what I say to you, Jennifer. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Because you've been an activist, and you kind of still are, and I guess I'm kind of one too. But you are a female, Jennifer, and that's not a bad thing. You are biologically a female. And biologically, females were more so created by a higher power, I know to be God. They were created to respond to everything emotionally based on how they're feeling in the present moment. And then they reason with logic afterwards. Whereas men, normal men, unlike a lot of the guys we've encountered out here on YouTube that act like women, okay, which is
that
not
happens
a good
in the real world too.
I know it does. This is no disrespect to the women. It's just these men are acting like women because men are supposed to logically think about things and not overreact emotionally or react emotionally initially like women naturally do, right? So in essence, men and women are like polar opposites, right? And you have to kind of understand that, right? So again, Jennifer, you are fighting your own biology. And I understand in the modern world, women have to kind of do that to survive because now you have equal rights. Now you're in the workforce. Now ladies are doing everything that once only men were doing. And so, I get it. But I'm not disrespecting you. I'm just stating biological facts, Jennifer. That's all.
Yes.
Unless, never mind. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. I'm not. I'd probably give you demoted. I was going to say unless you got something different than what never mind. I'm not going to go there. Now, Jennifer, Devil's Queen. I'm going to step away for about 5 to 6 minutes or so around that, and I know you can carry a conversation. You can handle this. You got. So I'm going to put you full screen. Well, no, because there's a lot. And I'll be listening on my phone. Trust me, I'll hear everything you say because when I come back, I'll share my feedback and then we'll get more into the topic and start bringing other moderators on the show, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm curious about is this paganism thing because I just went through an experience with you and the moderators and they went through the same experience. I don't care what you say. Share the story, what happened if you want. Share why you had to step away for a little while and what happens to somebody that, lives the pagan lifestyle. I mean, we really want to know about that. And I'm sure you can fill in at least 5 to 7 or 10 minutes on that, Jennifer, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to put you full screen and you can look at yourself while you're talking. And I'll be back in just a few minutes, 5 to 7 minutes or so. Take it away. It's all yours.
Okay. Paganism is a religion that deals with aspects that most Christianity doesn't deal with and wants to acknowledge. Most of today's religion, especially in Christianity, you find some holidays that are and were at one point pagan holidays, such as Christmas, Halloween, Easter, um, Thanksgiving is a little bit of it, because not only what they don't teach you in schools, they also go it's yes, certain parts of the aspect it was done by freaking pilgrims and all, but in reality, if you really take a look at paganism, uh Thanksgiving to us is just the harvest, where all of our crops can come in from growing, and um we have a festive time where we eat what crops are left from harvesting time. It's usually corn and pumpkins and lots of oh, I'm drawing a blank on the little pomegranates. There we go. It's mostly whatever's left after the summer harvesting and the spring harvesting and everything. But that's when turkeys and stuff are coming in too. But it's mostly a time to celebrate the um the elements of earth, air, fire, and water. And we all know these elements because we see them every day in our lives. I mean, every time you light a candle, there's the element of fire. Every time the wind blows, there's the element of air. The ocean, the water in your sink, um, the earth, what you stand on outside when you walk into the grass. That's all what we are worshiping and loving, and most people would call us tree huggers, but we're not. We love the earth that we're living in, and it's our one and only place that we're living in when we have to protect. And a lot read they used to call pagans witches, and in some cases we are witches because we do um we do rituals and spells and everything, and it's mainly for the earth. We don't use our powers for personal gain. It's all for everybody else. It's all for the earth, the people that live on the earth. It's not for anything else. And many pagans, the ones that work on selfish acts, are evil pagans, evil witches, and they're called warlocks. And warlocks are not really known as, oh, they're just male witches. No, they're evil witches, and they can come in both forms, male and female. We are not people of the devil, um, mostly because we don't believe there is such a thing as a devil. That's all what people make it up as is, and really it's just their bad choices that make them have what they have bad in their lives. It's just their choices. So anything that goes wrong in their lives, they go, it's the devil working. It's the devil working. No, no. It's your bad choices and karma just got you. That's mainly what it is. Devil had nothing to do with it. But I felt my spiritual energies diminishing with all this drama sphere shit, and I don't deal with drama too well, and me being a Pisces, I don't deal with stupidity very well. I have a sign on my wall on this side that states, warning, no stupid people past this point. And I find it very stupid. And this is why I agree with a lot of other religions that are not Christianity, because they refuse Christianity refuses to see that pagans are as much as a religion and not a cult as people think. And their Bibles are actually missing some very key elements to it that actually blows Christianity right out of the water. And it's mostly true because people state things that are completely stupid. And I'm like, are you really reading that book correctly? And me, I call it a book because it's nothing but stories led to make people sheeps in a herd following an unknown shepherd. Mm. I mean, you could call me blasphemous all you want, but at the same time, it's like you're not really reading that book, because what you're getting and what I got from reading it are two very different things. And I don't see what other people see when they read it, because the gods that I worship don't deal with things that are done right now. They don't deal with um hatred and hating on other religions and races and stuff. They don't deal with that. They accept you for who you are. They don't they don't like it when it's being we don't deal with killings. We don't deal with just different aspects of what's going on in today's world. And it really, really hurts to see that people are willing to follow people in a task that they have no merits in themselves. It's the blind leading the blind. And yeah, Red, you are totally right. If you just believe in a higher power, it doesn't matter who it's called. You don't have to sit there and go to church every week to think that you're being a devout person. I mean, come on, Jesus didn't even worship in a building. Come on. Don't give me the nonsense that this is God's house. Excuse me, but Jesus didn't if here's the thing you got to think. If it was really God's house, wouldn't Jesus have worshipped in it?
That's a great opinion. I'm back, by the way.
Oh yeah, I see you.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting. Very interesting. Everything's very interesting that you said, which is what I'm trying to say. I'm like, whoa, okay, go ahead, well, finish your thought, because we have so much to talk about tonight, and I've decided I'm going to run this show for another 90 minutes. We're going to run it till 1 a.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific, because we're going to be bringing on some more people here. But go ahead, because this has been fascinating to learn about the pagan lifestyle and how it compares to other religions and stuff, Jennifer. But go ahead.
Yeah. It's a religion that just allows you to feel at home. You don't need to be baptized in it to feel it. It's naturally inside you.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was born with it.
Yeah, do you mind if I jump in here for a second and respond to that? Because I even though I do believe in God, I don't behave in the way that a lot of people that believe in God behave. And this is with no disrespect. This is just my opinion. A lot of people, like I've in the past, I've gone on dates with women that would say, well, if God feels we're meant to be together, and if God says this, and they use God every third word, then I'm like, I get annoyed as hell, because look, I do believe, but it doesn't mean we have to go goo goo gaga over God. That's with no disrespect to God. But I don't even think God wants to be put on that much of a pedestal. God just wants to see us live a happy life, in my opinion, right? So you have all these, we call these people Jesus freaks and God freaks. That's what the stereotype, I mean, Jennifer, tell me I'm wrong. I mean,
no, you're not wrong at all.
That's what these people are.
I hear them too, and I'm just going, oh my God.
Like if I've gone on dates in my younger days with beautiful women that were educated and intelligent, but the Jesus freak and God freak thing is the biggest turn up. I'm like, I don't care how hot you are. I don't care if you want to make out with me. I don't care if you, whatever you want, whatever. If you're a freak in that way, that's just too much. Because you see, my father, who passed away 11 years ago, his 11th anniversary, their 11th anniversary of his passing just recently happened. And he used to be the cantor of our Greek Orthodox church. The cantor is the person that sings the hymns along with the priest during the liturgy, during the Mass. So he was a very, very God-loving man, but he didn't use God every second word. He would refer to God every now and then. But, I learned the proper way. And look, I'm going to take my church, for example, the Greek Orthodox Church. And every church is like this. Number one, all churches, for the most part, are pretty much nonprofit organizations. Here in the U.S., we call them a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and they are completely dependent on donations from the community to survive, pay the pastors or the priests, salary, and other salaries from the administrative department, right?
Yep.
But
I learned all that in college.
But who gets the most power in the church or any nonprofit? The biggest sponsor or donor basically owns the church, even though they don't. Right. Well, okay. But you have some in my community, in my Greek Orthodox community here in San Mateo County in the San Francisco Bay Area, where I live. We have some very wealthy, rich Greek people that donate a lot of money to the church because obviously they want to support the church, but also they get tax write-offs, right? But what they really want is control of the church. And when you donate at that level in any nonprofit organization, or to any nonprofit organization, you get control. And you know what? If you're the right person, then you're going to help the church in the right way, and you're not going to abuse the power of being the largest donor / sponsor. And that's where, this is why I have a problem with money controlling everything, because when people say, okay, money rules the world, it does, if we allow it to. But what I respect about you, Jennifer, is that you're in essence saying the reason why you went the route of paganism is because the church, the people that go to church to pray to God in God's house, are basically either Jesus freaks, or they're influenced politically, or they have some other influence, or they've paid into the church where they have control, and it's just not right. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I was also raised in a little bit of the Roman Catholic Church,
Oh yeah,
as
very
well
strict.
as other parts of Christianity, and I never felt at home with any of them. And it's
Hmm.
all a part of feeling at home when you're in religion. And I
Yeah.
felt judged. I kept looking at the statues like, okay, that's not what they look like, people. Why are you believing this shit?
Right, right.
I mean, Mother Mary was not a skinny woman after she had Jesus.
Right, right.
We all know this.
I don't think any woman is. Now some women after they have a child, what they'll do is they will get a stroller and they will walk 4 or 5 miles a day like I do, and then they will get back into shape, which is the right thing to do, not just to look good for your husband, but to be healthy, because when you're in better shape, you're more healthy, and it just, your body functions better that way. But I totally
And
get it.
in some parts of the church that they won't tell you that Mother Mary was actually 15 years old when she married Joseph. And Joseph was in his adult years.
Well, I don't think there were laws on
There
pedos
wasn't.
and
There
stuff.
wasn't.
Well, there
There
weren't any
wasn't.
laws like there are today about pedophilia and all that stuff. But I mean,
Yeah.
that was normal
It
back
was
then. No one
normal.
frowned.
If a man came to your father with um high end things like a cow and well, several cows and a little bit of gold with some food, you were pretty much out the door. You're going with him out the door.
Right, but you know what's funny, Jennifer? Like, this is a phrase, I'm just using it for example purposes. No, I am not a pet or anything like that. You know what? I'm a very respectful, law-abiding citizen, right? But
Mm-hmm.
there are people that have made the saying, if they're old enough to bleed, they're old enough to breed, right? Now, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. Now, if it's not okay for women to have children before they're 18, then why are they biologically capable of having children as early as even maybe 10, 11, or 12 years old when they first start getting their period, right? So
Mm-hmm.
why is their body able to reproduce at an age under 18, which is not the consensual age? It is because back in those days, that was all irrelevant. It was all about women having children as young as possible, because even back in those days, the life expectancy of people
Was
was
30 or
what,
40.
30 or 40, because we didn't have the modern medicine, and doctors and medical information that we have today to
Well,
keep
not
us
only
alive
that,
in our 80s and 90s and 100, right?
our medicine was all herbal. We got it out of the ground. We got it
Well, it
out
was
of
it was it was organic.
nature. It
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 was
was all
it,
everything our bodies actually need and actually produce on its own.
nothing synthetic, is what you're saying.
Yeah, nothing synthetic. That's why we're sick
Right.
all the time, is because we have synthetic things coming in to our bodies and our bodies can't handle it.
And they mask the pain, but they don't get rid of it. They temporarily,
Exactly.
like for temporary relief of allergies, or for temporarily relief of your flu, cough, cold, right? So
Yeah.
you can make it through your day, but you're still sick. It's masking it, right? Go
Yes.
ahead. Right.
And we're putting these harmful chemicals into our bodies, and that is why we need to go back to foods and stuff that are natural and
Superfoods.
superfoods, and we don't
Yeah.
need pills and putting these synthetic pills that do nothing for us into our bodies, and it's actually making us sicker.
Those pills killed my father because he was on a lot of medication. As he got older, he gained some weight, and he had back issues. He had back surgery. He had back surgery at one of the most prominent hospitals on the planet, which is near, where I live, Stanford University in Palo Alto,
Mm-hmm.
California, which is, a few cities south of Redwood City where I live. Stanford doctors are known to be some of the top doctors
they're
on the
they're
planet, but
drug dealers with
right.
degrees.
Right, no. That's a good way to put it. They're drug dealers with degrees, right? With legal drugs,
Mm-hmm.
right? Drug
Mm-hmm.
dealers with drug dealers with PhDs, right?
Those are degrees.
Well, I
Those
get
are
it.
the highest degrees in
Right.
colleges.
Right.
Is a
Right.
PhD. And which
Right.
some colleges don't understand, that the little stuff that you could get away with out there with no degrees are actually the highest paid stuff available.
Right, right. See, that's why I wanted to bring you on the show, Devil's Queen, because you know what's going on. But let's do this real quick here, and I do want to do, if you're open to this at some point in the next few weeks. I know the rest of this week's going to be busy for all of us. Maybe next week or the week after, I'd like to do a follow-up interview with you one-on-one if you're open to it.
Oh,
Are you
yeah,
open to
I'm
that?
open to it.
Because I know that you're also you're making some great progress on your business. I'm very proud of you regarding that, and
Yeah.
I know you're.
I have more stuff to do with it than I want to, but it's a time thing. It
It's a
takes a
gradual
lot of
process.
time.
It's a gradual
Yeah.
process, right? Yeah. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
And living on the income that I do live on, it's going to take years instead of months.
Well, if you start charging the amount your products are worth rather than giving like 99% discounts on them, Jennifer, then you'll start making some. Well, you can laugh all you want.
Out there and enough product to be able to sell.
I understand that. It takes time to create the product. That's why they're unique. I sold this product for 20. I'm like, $25. I would have bought it for 100, and that's still a cheap price.
Yeah,
you're individually.
I can always up prices as time goes on. I can always do that. Okay. But getting them out there and enough to sell at fairs and stuff is the first shot.
Right. But what I'm saying is that, and this is, and look, I know you know what your stuff is worth, and you're a very humble person. I respect that. But I'll be honest with you. You're tremendously undervaluing your work. Because I'll tell you, I've been to fairs here in the Bay Area. Now, granted, some parts of the world and some parts of the U.S. have more money than others. Like, I used to go to some fairs with my ex-girlfriend that lives in, I live on the peninsula, which is also known as the West Bay. She lives in the North Bay, even more expensive area than where I live, one of the most prominent areas in the U.S., lots of money there, right? And we used to go to all these fairs where they would sell things like you're selling, like handcrafted stuff. And they sell my stuff. They would sell my stuff at a Renaissance fair, no problem. And they
easily cost the same prices that I'm asking for.
But I'm going to tell you something here, how good your market is. And my ex-girlfriend has two teenage daughters, and her 13-year-old daughter was really into the stuff that you're creating. And you know, the 13-year-old girl's living off of allowance. She's not working, so she, if she saves $200-300. That's going to take her half a year to get that, right? Okay? Yeah. Through family and Christmas gifts and all that, right? She went and spent $300 at one of these fairs that I had gone with them a few years ago on similar products as you're creating. So and I'm sitting there, I'm like, wow, my eyes were like, whoa, your little girl, she loves this stuff. I'm like, if teenage girls, and even guys like this stuff too, but if teenagers love your stuff and are willing to spend all of their allowance on it, you can only imagine how much adults spend on it. So you make one of these products, it takes you days to make some of them, right? Lots of hours, right? You got to
depends on the item, because I even have a locket that I'm creating from copper. And that's taking me weeks alone, and it's still not even finished yet.
Right. What I'm saying is that the longer it takes for you to make something, the more sophisticated it is, the more valuable it is. And you could even put in your descriptions, 20 hours of labor, hand labor went into this, right? People want to hear the story of how this was uniquely created with your own bare hands. Now, if you want to mass produce something with a machine, then you're going to charge $2.99 for it, right? Or whatever, $1.99, $5.99, right? $10.99, right? Whatever, right? But the whole purpose of the handcrafted items you make are extremely valuable, and every piece is a one-time thing. It's a unique individual piece. I think what you should also probably consider doing is adding certificates of authenticity onto them. I'm not sure if you know what that is, right? Okay.
Yeah, I think when I go into business classes next semester,
Mm-hmm.
I think we'll be learning about that. I'm not sure if even school is going to be reopening again for next semester.
Well, it's a pretty simple thing. You have to get a certificate. It's going to cost a little bit of money per item to do that, but the return, when
Yeah,
you add a certificate of authenticity coming from you, if other
yeah,
people try to duplicate it, it's going to devalue their product, and it's going to keep the value of yours there. So
yeah.
adding that element of a certificate of authenticity is going to shoot the value up through the roof. You add that in there, what would it cost you? Maybe 10 or 20 bucks per item, or 15 bucks per item to get it, to get a certificate of authenticity on it. And then boom, you create a relationship with the company or person that does that type of work, and then you give them all the business. They give you bulk rates, right? And you can always figure something out. Well, yes, that's how business works. That's why you're here on this channel, because we can actually help you with this. And I know you like us beyond that, but we know what we're talking about, right? Go ahead.
Yeah. And I'm probably well, I have most of the stuff already done, but it's like the business aspect of this I have to go into and probably do patents and make it sure that people don't try and copy my work. I think that's a copyright law or something.
What you're looking is a patents and trademarks is what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Like copyright would be like my stream here is copyrighted. I own the copyright, right?
Yeah.
What you're looking at is getting a patent on something, or getting a registered trademark on it.
Yeah.
So what you're going to probably end up doing, and I will tell you, it doesn't cost a lot of money to register your trademark. It's $300 for 10 years. Now, if you're going to get a patent on something, that's where it gets a little more expensive. It's typically around $3,000 to get a patent on something. So if you create a unique line of products, for example, and you want to get the patent on it, and you go through the system, you go to the USPTO, the United States Patent and Trademark Office. You can do it online, and it's going to cost you $3,000. And then what's going to happen is you're going to temporarily get a patent pending. You ever seen pat penned? Patent pending, right? Pat pending is not a name of somebody. Pat pending is short for patent pending. And it's in progress of being approved by the United States Patent and Trademark Office. And then once you get that, it's going to protect you more. And initially, obviously, people don't do that until they make enough money, and then other people will start to try to copycat you, right? So at that point, then you file, for it, and then you protect yourself. There's no need to do it until you sell enough to get on the radar of other people that are going to potentially duplicate your stuff in the black market, and mass produce it and say, right, that's what you have to worry about. But those are your options. Now, what I'm going to do, Jennifer, is I'm going to bring on Alex the Beer Master right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then we're going to start getting into the topic, and then you and I will discuss more about everything we've been talking about here on your second interview, which we'll probably end up doing at some point next week, and I'll contact you privately behind the scenes to set that up. But Alex, the Beer Master, is going to come on right now, and we're going to start with you two and bring some more people on. To the rest of you that are still here in the chat, DC the Purple Diva, Mutt Nuts Reviews, I know you're not going to come on. Queen Helen Casey, if anyone else wants to come on, let me know. I'm going to be on for another hour and 10 minutes. So if you want to come on, let me know in the chat, and then when we're ready to bring more people on the Hangout panel, we will send you the link. I'll send you the link individually, privately, behind the scenes. So with that being said, the topic of tonight's stream Jennifer, is staying relevant in today's modern world is critical to your success on and off of YouTube. Let me repeat that one more time. Staying relevant in today's modern world is critical to your success on and off YouTube. And I think Alex, the beer master, is here. Alex, yeah, if you just want to mute your YouTube viewing, that would be great. You can actually see everything on the screen.
I already took care of that, Eli.
Wow, you're nice and dark, bro. That's nice. How you doing, man?
I'm doing excellent. I'm at another place right now, and I just don't like to show off where I'm at.
Don't worry about it. You can stay dark. It looks pretty cool, bro.
I'm not a troll. Just to let you know, I'm not a troll.
Oh, we've already talked. I've already verified that you're a real person the last time we talked, brother. but that was pretty funny, man. How you doing? We've got Jennifer, aka the Devil's Queen, on the panel, and in a little bit we may have a few more moderators join us here. But how have things been going for you since we last talked, and how do you feel the direction, at least of this channel here on my channel, has been going over the last week? Have you noticed a tremendous difference from what you've been able to see?
I think it's doing great so far. I mean, you're doing more panels now. I've noticed that. So keep up the good work, my friend.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Go ahead.
And that's all that, I got to say, my friend. I mean, yeah, just doing my thing, listening to my music. That's why I emailed you earlier to say every time I watch your stuff, and then when I want to listen to my music, I let you know when you want me to come on. I just tell you that I'm listening to my music, and then you'll let me know to come on. That's just how I am. I love my music. I can't help it.
Oh, I love my music too, bro. I mean, music is amazing, man. It just makes us feel good. It pumps us up, and yeah, no, I totally get it. It's our meditation time, right?
True that.
Yeah. So let me just get into the topic here, and I want to get the opinion or the opinions from both you and the Devil's Queen before we start bringing some more people on. Now, staying relevant in today's modern world is critical to success on and off of YouTube. And I'm going to start more so focusing the conversation about YouTube, because the majority of the people that are here right now are YouTubers or aspiring YouTubers. And I think even for the consumers of content out here on YouTube, at one point or another, every single one of them probably has actually thought about becoming a YouTuber, but for one reason or another, they've put it off. Maybe they're afraid they're not a good enough speaker, or maybe they feel they're not attractive enough, or maybe they feel like they have nothing to offer, and that's totally wrong. I mean, every person is unique, and everyone at an individual level has a lot to offer. But a lot of people are struggling to maintain an audience. They're struggling to, get people to come on their channel, stay on their channel, and keep coming back. And that's what I wanted to discuss tonight. I'm going to just start off by saying, in my opinion, part of staying relevant is talking about current events. It's also, engaging your audience in interesting and entertaining ways. And that's what I feel keeps me relevant. I talk about current modern day topics. Even though I'm a coach, I basically can talk about anything. I can talk about dating topics. I can talk about politics. I can talk about business topics. I'm an entrepreneur. I've worked in the corporate world in the past. So I like to talk about things that affect people, and if whatever affects people is going to be the most interesting to them. Does that make sense? Let me ask you first, Alex. Whatever affects people is going to be of most interest to them because it's relevant, right?
Yes, I agree.
Okay. Do you want to share anything else regarding that, or should I ask the Devil's Queen her opinion on that and relevancy?
Well, I want to see what her opinion is, and maybe I'll talk some more. Maybe. about it.
Okay, Dark Lord. It's all good, man. So yeah, Jennifer, what is your opinion? Yeah, I know. That's pretty cool, man. I like your background tonight, Alex. It's pretty cool, man. It's great.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. So Jennifer Devil's Queen, how important do you feel relevancy is to your success on YouTube? Let's start by talking about relevancy on YouTube. And do you feel that, discussing topics that affect people will keep you most relevant? I mean, what do you think it's based off of? What do you think will keep people watching a YouTuber and keep them coming back to that same YouTuber?
Well, on the YouTuber that I follow, his name is Brian Hall, and he does impression videos of different cartoons. I mean, he does Disney, he does Nickelodeon, he does all that. And all of his content is really based for kids as well as adults.
Okay.
So he's drawing in not only children, but he's also drawing in adults. And he will constantly do spin-offs. I mean, he's become so famous that Disney has hired him to do their content, and he's on several other platforms as well, just giving shout outs if you pay a certain amount of it, but those are on other platforms, not on YouTube.
Okay.
So he keeps it entertaining because he draws in a lot more people that are interested in those types of things and want to hear someone do impressions like that. And it just amazes me at such a young age. He started it at 13 years old, and he's actually out here in Brea.
Are you talking about La Brea, where the La Brea tar pits are at in Southern California?
I think near there, but I know it's Brea.
Okay,
and
that's where the tar pits are at, right? You know about the tar pits down where you live, right?
I've never been there. I've never been to the tar pits.
I've been to the tar pits. I don't even live down there. I used to go down to visit L.A. and Hollywood all the time, and Anaheim, Disneyland. You've never been to the La Brea tar pits?
I've never been there.
Oh gosh. Okay, you know what? Fizzin and I Fizzin, you're gonna have to fly down to SFO, San Francisco Airport. I'll pick you up, and we'll get in my car and drive down. It's only about a 5.5 hour drive from the Bay Area to get to where Jennifer's at, and we'll go and we'll take her to the La Brea tar pits. We'll have a picnic on the in the tar pits. How's that? I mean, what do you think? It's not that big of a deal. Like it's just a tourist trap. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. But everybody that lives there or visits there, have you been to the La Brea tar pits? I mean, it's just one of those things. It's like visiting Chinatown in San Francisco. When you come, you go to Chinatown because it's. Unique.
I didn't go to Chinatown either.
Well, you have there's a Chinatown also in L.A.
I didn't even go there yet either.
Let me tell you, there's no Chinatown like the one in San Francisco. San Francisco, man, you walk down through the streets of Chinatown in San Francisco and you feel like you're actually in China. I'll tell you. It even looks like China.
I have been to the Crooked Road. I've been to the Golden Gate Bridge. I've been to all around the Ritchie area of San Francisco.
So what you're saying is you were born with a golden spoon then, right, Jennifer?
Oh, I wish.
I'm messing, but you've got all the, you go to all the very noteworthy spots. Like, if I'm going to go to San Francisco, I got to walk. You walked on the Golden Gate Bridge, right? You did the Golden Gate Bridge walk, right?
No, we drove it.
So all you did was drive the GG Bridge.
Yeah. But I was very young when we did it. So.
Hey, Jennifer, okay. You ever been to Alcatraz?
No.
I have.
Of course, you probably have.
Me in a jail would not be right. Here, yeah.
Have you been to Alcatraz, Alex? Have you been out here?
No, I wish I had because I love Alcatraz. I'll tell you, I can probably talk to you about Alcatraz all day, probably. Maybe one day we could do that, Eli.
Absolutely.
Because I think you like history, if I remember correctly. I'm not really sure, but
I love history, bro. Let me tell you, when I was growing up, I didn't like the way my teachers in grammar school and high school were teaching it. But when history when HD started becoming mainstream in 2008, when we made the switch from analog to digital on TVs, and History Channel started broadcasting HD, and I saw the programming they were creating back then compared to what they're doing now. It was awesome. All the original programming back from 2008, 2009, 2010, when every cable channel finally went to HD, right? Well, every channel went to HD, cable and regular over-the-air stuff, right? They were creating the best programming at that point, but it was very expensive. And the reason why they did it was because they wanted to build value. And then now these channels are doing reality stuff and all of that. But I fell in love with history because I actually got to see it in the way they were presenting it in high definition. As far as Alcatraz goes, I've been there a few times. I went there with my grammar school back in my younger days, and you take a boat out to Alcatraz because obviously it's an island, right? And then you go in there in the jail cells, and then they even have solitary confinement, and they put you in there for like 5 minutes. And let me tell you something. I remember my experience of being in a solitary confinement cell at Alcatraz, pitch black. You almost feel like you can't breathe. You almost feel like you almost just want to die. Like there's no purpose to living anymore. And don't get me wrong, I've never been suicidal, but to be in a solitary confinement cell at that famous prison, which it's no longer used. You know, it's a tourist trap now.
It's a tourist attraction. Yes.
Yeah, and it's a very profitable tourist trap. I'll tell you that. But if you haven't experienced it, man. Let me tell you something. If you want to teach your kids discipline and you want to show them, you know, what they may be up against and dealing with if they break laws, you know, put them in solitary confinement at Alcatraz for 5 minutes. And that'll be a life changer. Go ahead, bro. What else did you want to say about it?
Well, I think you're talking about the hole, if I remember correctly, right? I think that's what it's called there in Alcatraz.
Yeah. There are many famous sayings. Yes.
I don't know if you obviously back in the day when they closed, because it's obviously the door. You got the door, the gray door with the square on it, and then they put you in there, and they close the gate, the sliding gate, and then they close that door. I've seen the movie Alcatraz, and it looks pretty freaking dark. And I've heard some rumors, and I don't know if it's true, but I've heard some rumors that people can hear screams, and I'm talking about like people that passed on decades ago, and whatever happened in Alcatraz over the years. Because I heard there had been torture. I don't know if it's true, but I don't know if you ever heard any of that kind of stuff.
There's always been crazy things that obviously happens behind the scenes everywhere, but I want to recommend a movie to everyone that you may be able to get, you know, as part of a paid membership on Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime Video. It's a movie that was created in 1987. It's called Six Against the Rock, and you know, it shows, you know, how, you know, six guys, you know, tried to escape Alcatraz, and here's the thing: the whole point of that jail being on the island was if people were to escape, they would still have to swim.
Yes,
in the San Francisco Bay to try to escape, right? And
wasn't Al Capone in that prison though?
Yes, Al Capone. The Birdman of Alcatraz. Who else was in there that's famous? I think Machine Gun Kelly was in there.
There were a lot of people.
He's still. If it's closed, how was he in there?
Oh no! I'm talking about like maybe in the
back in the days. He's talking about.
Oh yeah, Alcatraz closed in.
There was another Machine Gun Kelly.
Yes.
Wow, and I'm thinking about the rapper Machine Gun.
Oh yeah, well,
Kelly.
there is a rapper named Machine Gun Kelly, but if you look it up, there is a Machine Gun Kelly gangster as well. Yes.
Don't get him confused, people. I already was there. I already got it confused.
That's okay. Don't worry. I got confused at first at one point or another until I realized it was a different person. So, yeah. And
Yeah.
the most famous escapes in Alcatraz, other than the 6 people that you just mentioned, Eli. Well, they didn't really escape because they were all killed, but that was, I forget, it was the 1946 escape or whatever.
1946. That's right. It was the 1946 escape. Correct.
Yeah, that was that wasn't even just an escape. It was like a riot. So that's why there's a movie about it. It's like a kind of crazy
that's a great. I'm gonna probably watch that movie tonight, dude. That was a great movie. If you haven't seen Six Against the Rock, made in 1987, great movie. But go ahead.
Hey, that's a year after.
I mean, actually, I think the warden was Albert. No, I'm trying to figure who it was. I'm trying to remember who the warden is, but I can't remember his name now. Warden Johnson. That's what it was. I think he was the warden.
Yes, Richard Dystart was playing the warden in that movie. What I'm going to do, I'm going to share in the chat right now the wiki page on this movie, and it's very interesting that we're discussing this, folks. I'm going to share the wiki page in the chat.
I learned about Alcatraz in my criminal justice class.
Good.
Oh, wow.
Criminal stuff. That's good. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, my teacher was a known lawyer.
Nice.
So he taught us a lot about the criminal justice aspect.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Out here, these trolls think I'm stupido, but I know more than you guys are thinking.
Nice Italian accent there, Jennifer.
Thanks. I am Italian.
Well, there you go. I'm Italian too, even though I don't know how to talk Italian. But
hey,
I'm
real quick, Red Pill Fizz in the chat says, Eli, do you know who Raymond Shrimp Boy Chow is? He was the godfather of the triads in SF Chinatown, but caught a gun trafficking case. I believe he's back in the feds now. I've never heard of him, dude. Share more. I'll have to look that up. I mean, there's always a lot going on. Fizzin, you know a lot about Bay Area gangstas, man. It sounds like, man, you would fit in perfectly here. Oh, man.
He would. I know he would. He'd be him in Orange County. Oh my God.
No, OC's would not work for Fizzin. I think what we need to do for Fizzin is get him an old school Cadillac with like 212s in the back, one of those big ass tank Cadillacs, right? With some thumping bass, and then we have him driving across the Golden Gate Bridge, right? from Marin County to San Francisco.
I know a guy in the Toyota that could really get him hooked up.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Go ahead, Alex.
I have another thing, Eli, and I'm pretty sure you've heard of Frank Lee Morris, John, and Clarence Anglin.
Who?
That was the last escape in Alcatraz.
Oh yeah. Okay.
No one knows where they went. Nobody knows. Nobody knows if they're dead in the bay. Nobody knows. It's a mystery.
Yeah, and that was the purpose of putting a prison, in the middle of the bay on an island, because even if people were to escape, they still had to swim for miles to safety. And you folks don't understand. It's really funny. A lot of people. I got some feedback from some people yesterday saying that, we looked at the weather report while you were on your walk, and it said the winds were like 13 miles per hour. Well, yes, that depends on where that weather station was reporting from. You have to understand that when you're near a body of water like the SF Bay or the Pacific Ocean, okay, it's going to be much more windy all the time. You're going to have gusts, up to 40, 50, maybe 60 miles per hour. And then you go, a mile more inland and it's 13-mile wind. So, these people, these guys that, were trying to escape from Alcatraz not only had to break out of Alcatraz, then they had to find a way to get off the island. right?
Yeah.
And then the current of the SF Bay, and you just never know, right? I mean, it was a brilliant thing. It was a brilliant prison system. I think it was probably too expensive to maintain, and now they realize, okay, you know what? We'll just close this down and turn it into a tourist trap, right? Think about it. I mean, in order to employ people there, you have to ship them back and forth, which takes time, and it's a pain in the ass, right? Go ahead.
Yes, that's true. And the thing is, I also believe the reason why it's closed down because of the Frank Morris and John and Clarence Anglin escape. That's what I heard. Now, is it true? I don't know, but I believe it's possible.
I mean,
nobody
I'm sure
really knows if it's true.
Right, but here's the thing. Like, look at it this way, and then I want to get back on the topic here, and we'll do a separate show on this, Alex.
Oh, this is pretty relevant.
No, I get it. No, I understand how it's relevant. I get it. I get it. but with modern technology, if they spent a few $1 million, they could soup up Alcatraz and make it the most maximum secure penitentiary on the planet.
Yes.
And then the fact that you still, if you even somehow find a way to escape from, a brand new state of the art, maximum security federal penitentiary, right? You still have to swim to safety off the island. So if they really wanted to do that, they could. But the tourist trap makes way more money and also gives people another reason to come to San Francisco. It's brilliant for the economy.
Yes.
It is. It's more profitable than running a penitentiary there. But go ahead. That's my opinion.
But that is the truth, believe it or not. But do you believe, because Robert Kennedy is the one that actually had that prison shut down right after the escape, and a year obviously later, 1963. Do you think that's true? I mean, because I think it's true. Maybe I'm wrong, but
we can all have our conspiracy theories, and I've had plenty of them, Alex. And look where my conspiracy theories have gotten me. I mean, they get me attacked left and right. I mean, who knows? But I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion, and your theory makes sense. I don't know. It makes sense, but The bottom line is, they turned it into a tourist trap that makes a lot of money for the city, and it is actually a really cool place to visit. It is. I mean, it is a great. Listen, I would pay $100. Now, I don't think the tours cost that much. I think it's like, I don't know what it costs to go to Alcatraz. If I look it up, ALCATRAZ tour cost is $40. Okay, listen how cheap this is. Even to this day, it was less when I went. $39.90 will get you an adult ticket, an all-day tour for Alcatraz. And if you're 5 to 11 years old, then you get in for $24.40. I was just going to say I would pay $100 to spend the whole day there.
Wow. Yeah, but that's just for you, though. But that's just for you. But if you had your family or your friends, probably more money.
No, I'm saying I honestly feel the value of this tour and how cool it is it should be valued at over $100 per ticket. What I'm saying is it's so fascinating just to be there. It's fascinating to look at the pictures from a distance. You take a boat over there. I think the Hornblower yacht is what takes you over there. And I think what you're paying more so is for, most of your cost goes to maintain the boat, for fuel to take you there and back, because, when you're shipping a bunch of people on a big ship, it uses a lot of fuel and it costs money. But dude, honestly, for $40, it's a steal to spend all day out there.
That's that's awesome, I think.
And the views that you see while you're on Alcatraz, pardon my French, are fucking spectacular, bro.
Well, that's I hate to say it, but that's what the prisoners had to see too, even though it wasn't really tough.
Well, they didn't deserve that. The ones that weren't in solitary could probably see the views, but they don't deserve the view. But they got it because it's beautiful, man.
That's true, Eli. That's true, my friend. That's true. And you know what's funny? Another famous thing that happened in 1970, 1971. Remember the Indian stuff? They took over Alcatraz, and well, obviously they burned. I don't know why they did it, but they burned the game warden, the warden's office. They did a lot of things, the Indians. But I don't know if you remember that, but at one point the Indians took over Alcatraz for a couple years or more.
Yeah, I don't remember that part, but you know, you're talking about the Native Americans, right?
Right. It was in 1971. I think it was in 1970, 1971.
Yeah, you're talking about the Native Americans, right? The Indians meaning the Native Americans. Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah, I'm not sure,
Yeah.
but I think so. Yeah, the actual. Yeah, I believe they took it over.
We did, you know, the Native Americans. That's why they're called Native Americans. We did kind of steal their land from them.
Yes,
So
yeah.
did.
I mean, look, I mean, it happened a long time ago, but you know, I can understand that, and that's why we now, you know, we have Indian reservations, you know, that are for the Native Americans, which is great, and they can run their casinos and they can run their community. I feel at least they're getting, you know, treated somewhat fairly based on what was taken from them. You know,
If they turned Alcatraz into a casino, do you know how big that thing would be popping?
Oh my God, I'd go there, dude. That's a great idea. We should. That would be.
Man, Jennifer, you're on the ball tonight. Keep up the good work.
if they put a casino on Alcatraz, that means it would be
just
open
turn
20.
turn the whole Alcatraz prison into a casino.
Right,
and use it as a casino.
Right, and then you put all these lights that can be seen from all over the bay, especially if you're in San Francisco. It would light up the entire bay. That would be cool. That would be cool. I would go, man. I'd go frequently.
That would be cool, actually, Eli. But when you go there, you've obviously been there a couple of times. It's been many years, obviously, whenever you went.
Yes, it has been many years. Yes.
But you notice when you see the game, when you see the warden's office, the house, it's burned, and that's what I heard, that the Indians went there and they burned it. I don't know if that's true, but you've noticed.
If they did, more power to them.
Right, but I'm saying you've noticed the damage, right, Eli, when you went there?
Yes.
You don't remember?
Yes. No, there's lots of damage to Alcatraz, and they've preserved the majority of it, and they've done some repairs, but they've tried to keep it as original as possible, which is what brings the value. You're going to have what's it called? Restoration, right? They've restored damaged parts as best as possible without losing the originality of it, right? But yes, no, there's a lot of damage done to Alcatraz, and you're probably right. Probably some of it did come from the Native Americans, but can you blame them? We stole their land. I mean, can you blame them, dude?
What we did to them doing it to our pockets. Go right ahead.
Look, how can you blame someone when you invade and steal their entire land that they claimed a long time ago?
Not only invade and steal, but kill, rape, pillage.
Yep.
The list goes on.
But Eli, you gotta understand. But you gotta understand, Eli, if you go back into the history of Alcatraz, it started in the 1800s.
Sure. Sure, but the laws were so different back then as well. Alex, the beer master, and nowadays, you try to do any of the shit that people did back then, and you're gonna be going away for life. You're gonna be in another federal penitentiary, which now the federal penitentiary around here is called San Quentin, and San Quentin is near San Rafael. So trust me, you don't want to end up in San Quentin. So that's like the Alcatraz replacement out here in the Bay Area.
Right, that's the new Alcatraz, basically.
That's the new. Pretty much, it is the new Alcatraz. It's the more updated Alcatraz.
The only difference is if someone did escape, they would have an escape if they could, because there's no water, even though people had to escape from Alcatraz anyway. But just saying.
Right. Now I want to bring on a few more people here. Let me see. Who wants to come on here next? Queen. I am sending you the link.
Thanks for talking to me. I enjoy my history. I can't help it. Please forgive me.
No, I love history. Listen, Alex, if you're open to doing an interview next week, let's set it up. And then what I also want to do is when you're able to do some more streams on your end, I'd like to do some streams on your channel too. Let's help each other out. I'd love to help you, and we want to get you some more traction. But yes, listen, dude. History is what defines us, brother. Like, anyone that doesn't like history, is probably just not happy to be alive, because there's a reason why we're at where we're at today. The only reason why I didn't like history growing up is because I didn't like the way it was presented in a classroom with a chalkboard and a textbook, right? It was boring, right? I want to feel it and I want to live it, and being able to see these stories of history in high definition on the History Channel blew my fucking mind away, man. I'm a history nut. I always have been. I just got bored of the ways my grammar school and high school teachers were teaching it. It was boring. You understand what I'm saying?
You wanted to see the real stuff. That's what you wanted. You wanted to get out of the classroom and like do field trips. I think that's what you're trying to get at. Like field trips.
And when we would go to field trips such as Alcatraz, I loved it, right? I was engaged. I learned a lot. It was great. But when you have a boring, monotone sounding teacher, okay, today we're going to talk about the battle of whatever battle we were talking about, right? That's like, okay, we're reading plain text. There are a few, remember, this is back in the 80s and 90s, right? We didn't have a lot of the technology that we have today that these kids are growing up with. These kids have a better opportunity for education nowadays than we did because of technology. So I honestly feel that they have a better chance of loving this stuff sooner than I did, but anyway, Fizzin says, Are you sure San Quentin is it's a state prison, brother. It's not a federal prison. San Quentin's a federal prison. It's a state prison. Sorry, it's a state prison. It is a state prison. No, you don't have to look it up. I believe Alcatraz was a federal prison, but San Quentin is a state penitentiary. That is a fact. And it's not in Victorville, dude. No, it's not in Victorville. It is... I'll tell you where it's at. San Quentin. I believe it's like in San Rafael. San Quentin location is prison in San Quentin, California, which is right next to, I believe it's right next to San Rafael. Yeah, it's by the Richmond-San Rafael Bridge. I used to drive that bridge sometimes to go to my ex-girlfriend Dana's house in the North Bay. Now, San Quentin is, I guess it's a city, but it is right next to San Rafael in the North Bay. It is a state prison. 100% it is a state prison. It's a state penitentiary. Sorry, go ahead. Were you going to say something, Alex? Go ahead.
Oh, no, I wasn't. No, I was taking a deep breath. Sorry about that, Eli. Didn't mean that.
No worries, Alex, the beer master. Let me send Queen Helen Casey the link here.
Oh, just to let you know, Eli, I've noticed that you're gonna do some changes to your channel starting on May 1st. If I remember correctly, I think it's May 1st you mentioned. It's about, I believe you're doing some what's it called? I think you're gonna do some I'm trying to think what you just said the other day. I can't remember now. Damn it.
Interviews or
No. I know you're doing that, but I'm talking about about talking in the chat. I think you're gonna change something, and I'm trying to pick what it was.
Talking in the chat.
Oh, membership. That's what I remember now. Thank you.
Members only live streams and members only videos and stuff like that. Yeah. What's your question about that?
I'm not going to be able to do that, Eli. That's what I'm trying to say here. Because I like being on your chat. I like being on your panel and stuff like that, no matter what. Sure. I'm just letting you know that I'm not going to be able to do that. I don't have the money. I'm not trying to bullcrap you or anything.
The moderators are not going to pay for it, man. I've already mentioned that. I'll say it again. Now, when those members only streams happen, which I've had to kind of change things up because I've had with my former packages, I had some of my trolls from the past try to pay to get access to my private stuff, so that way they can simulcast it and share it with the other trolls and haters for free. So I had to delete those packages, which refunded their money. And then I recreated all of my packages to be a 100% sponsorship donation. And then on occasion, I'm going to run some members only live streams and put out some members only pre-recorded content. But for the moderators, we are going to take care of that either through crowdfunding or whatever can't be crowdfunded will come out of my pocket, because I want the moderators to be there. So it's going to be at no cost to the moderators, because in essence, the moderators are helping you run your channel. They're basically working. Queen Helen Casey, no worries. You don't have to pop on in. I totally understand. It says I'm already in a call, but I don't know what is going on. Oh, Queen, are you trying to pop on the show?
Wow, she's actually trying to call you. That's crazy.
Is she?
I don't know. I don't know.
Queen, what's your email on this Hangouts account? And I'll try to call you in. Now, DC the Purple Diva, did you get my Hangouts message behind the scenes? Would you like to pop on the Hangout panel for a little bit here? We're going to go for another 33 more minutes. And whoever else wants to come on, let me get you on now. And once we get a few people on, I'm going to step away and get a little more coffee. And then I'll be back. I'm going to have you folks run the show because you're the mods and I trust you. Right, Alex and Jennifer? Right? It's all good, right? Are you both having Are you both enjoying the show tonight?
I'm actually enjoying talking to you. I'm enjoying Jennifer's company. I'm enjoying whoever else is going to join. So I'm golden.
Okay, I'm going to call in Queen Helen Casey right now and see if will get her to come in. Let me go ahead and send her that. So, Queen, you're being called in on your phone, and you should be able to just pop on the chat that way, and would love to get her feedback. If that doesn't work, Queen, then don't worry about it. We'll get you on the next time. I'm waiting to hear back from DC the Purple Diva. Let me know if you actually see my Hangout message. And if you want to.
She's in. Eli.
Oh, Queen Helen Casey's in the house.
I'm trying to silence this.
Oh, no worries. No worries.
So
Queen Helen Casey's in the house.
What is up, Queen Helen Casey? Nice to see you.
Alex. I'm trying.
Hey, Queen, while I wait to hear back from...
I know, I'm trying to silence, to mute this thing.
I think she's trying to mute her YouTube side of things, I think.
Oh, you're trying to mute... If you're trying to run your YouTube...
I had to go to my tablet.
Yeah, but I don't hear it.
I had to go to my tablet to mute the YouTube channel.
Yeah, but I don't hear it. I don't
hear it either. I would just shut... If you're on your phone, I would just shut down your YouTube view, and you can see the chat on the screen from your phone because I'm projecting it. But it's not coming through. You sound fine, Queen. You sound good.
Yeah, you're fine. I don't hear no echo.
I did on my tablet.
Oh.
She did it on her tablet.
I think I've got DC the Purple Diva on Hangouts now. And I'm going to let me know either on the private Hangout or in the chat if I can bring you on through Google Hangouts for a little bit. We're only going to be on for another 30 more minutes, and we want to give you the opportunity to come out here and meet these amazing moderators. And now that you're a moderator here, we want to add you to the behind the scenes stuff. Now, I will go ahead and send you the link.
Red wants
right
to come
now.
on.
Yeah, she's awesome. And in the meantime, Until she comes on, Queen, why don't you share with us anything you want to share regarding what we talked about, or your thoughts about, being relevant is critical on and off of YouTube. Like, what does that mean to you? And do you follow people that are more so relevant? Like what? How do you choose to follow, the people you follow on YouTube? Are you okay, Queen? Did you hear anything I said, or?
Queen Helen Casey, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Were you able to hear anything that I said, Queen? I was asking you a few questions. Did you hear anything, or? I think she's having some technical difficulties.
But she did hear me because she said she's fine.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think. Okay, I can come on for a few. 1 second. Okay, what I will do is when DC the Purple Diva comes on, I'm gonna step away and take a little bit of a break, and we're gonna have her share a little bit about her channel and share her thoughts about the topic or anything else that we talked about tonight.
Eli,
okay.
Red wants to come in too.
Okay, Red Pill Fizzin. Red Pill Fizzin. I will bring you on the panel, but you gotta be advertiser friendly. You cannot go off on any of the stuff that you've gone off on. You gotta be cool, dude, because if you're not advertiser friendly, bro, I'm gonna have to remove this stream before these other guys on the other side flag it down. And that's not gonna be cool. But what I'll do, Fizzin, is I will bring you on the show when I come back from break. But we have DC the Purple Diva in the house, and we got you know what? We got to give you a big round of applause. It is your first time here on the show, and I know you and I connected a while back through the Growth Stream community, just like many of the rest of us did here. But DC the Purple Diva, it is a great pleasure to have you here. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm multitasking. I'm cooking and watching the show. So I'm walking around while I'm in the Hangouts.
That is so awesome. What are you cooking? Because I'm hungry.
Fried chicken.
I love fried chicken. Homemade fried chicken?
Yep, homemade. I'm in the kitchen right now.
Where are you from, if it's not too personal?
I'm from Washington, D.C.
Oh, awesome.
But I live in California.
Oh, okay. So you're in California with Jennifer and myself. Jennifer, the Devil's Queen, is in Southern California.
I'm in Southern California.
So you've probably go ahead. Sorry.
OC?
No, LA County.
Oh, that's an hour away from me.
Now, DC the Purple Diva, have you been to the La Brea Tar Pits? I'm sure you have.
Yes, I have.
Okay, Jennifer's the only one that has never been to the La Brea Tar Pits. I don't even live there, and I've been to the La Brea Tar Pits.
They got a nice museum over there, too.
Yes.
Eli, I've never even heard of that. You've been talking about this ever since I came on the stream prior to that. I never even heard of it, my friend.
Well, dude, you're in a different country. Well, DC the Purple Diva, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to have you explain to these people what the La Brea Tar Pits are, because you live down there. And then also, when you're done with that, go into sharing your thoughts about, relevancy and, what keeps you coming back to watch YouTubers. Do you look for the relevancy? So I'm going to put you all full screen. I'm going to give the floor to DC the Purple Diva, and then just go back and forth with everyone else till I'm back in about 5 to 10 minutes. All right?
Well, enjoy your break, Eli.
All right. Be right back. Go ahead.
Okay. Hey, guys.
Hi.
Well, what was the first thing he asked me to do? I don't remember what the first one was. But I'll talk about relevancy first.
Okay.
How about that? I'll talk about that first.
Yeah.
So, the La Brea Tar Pits, that's what he wanted me to talk about. Go. See, he came back to me. Okay, so the La Brea Tar Pits, it's literally what you would think. It is actually a tar pit that's located within the city of Los Angeles.
Wow.
And it I and what they found in that actual area were like dinosaur bones, prehistoric bones and everything. And they actually have a museum that's in the actual location, like right across the street from the La Brea tar pits, where they have
Wow.
many of those things on display.
Wow.
Yeah, but the La Brea tar pits are from prehistoric times.
Ah.
That's what they're from. Now,
Nice.
as far as relevancy, well, I actually didn't start my channel until last year, but I've been on here, supporting other people for a long time. And Eli is correct. I did meet him in one of the growth streams when I was trying to get to my 1K.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked the growth streams. I did, and I still do, as a matter of fact. I mean, I still do because I do think that's a good way to meet people. And I just looked at it as a way to meet people all over the world. But there are pitfalls, obviously, to the growth streams, as we now see as playing out, because GoTo has gone away, and they've started the memberships with most of the monetized streams. So that's
Yeah.
kind of taken the wind out of the growth stream. So now a whole lot of people got to figure out, okay, now what am I going to do now? And that's probably taken away from what they would consider their relevancy. But for me, I didn't come here for that. I didn't come here. I want to grow, and I like the growth stream to help me to get to 1K. But after that, I still want to grow, and I want to get people who are actually going to want to hear what I'm talking about, not necessarily, just you subscribe to my channel, watch one video, and never, ever, ever come back again.
Yeah.
Those people. So I think the easiest way is what I'm finding is really just going around to different live streams that are not necessarily growth streams, and just talking to people and meeting people. And now that they've taken away the GoTo, people can't just jump out of streams. You now
Yeah.
have to really meet the people, go to their channels, really subscribe to their channels the right way, or they don't get a subscription. And so
there is a new way to do this. It's for Google
Yeah, I
Chrome.
know you can go through the Google Chrome thing, but a lot of people aren't savvy enough to do that.
Yeah, and it doesn't work for all things.
No, it doesn't. At least not at this moment. It's a new feature though of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I understand why they took it away. I just think it sucks that at least the channel holders don't have the ability to do that, because you kind of got to guess who a troll is that's in your live stream.
Yeah.
And hopefully you don't zap a real channel holder, because you're like, oh my, do I know you? Who are you? And it's like, I can't go out of my stream and go find you now.
Yeah, and a lot of these channels that don't have videos and barely enough subs, I mean, we don't really know if they are a legit channel or just starting out and have no clue how to make a video.
Exactly.
So it's like you can't bump them off your channel because you don't see any content. It's like, what happens if they're still trying to make videos?
That's true.
And see, that's the pitfall. And I don't think that they thought about that. But the thing is that, usually you can tell it's a troll account by the crazy name and by the crazy stuff that they're saying in the chat.
Right. If they're saying nasty things or something like that, that's true.
Yeah, you can usually tell, because even though my channel is an autism channel, I get trolls too. And I mean, they say something.
Oh, I get trolls too. And I barely have videos up.
They say I generally get them in my live streams, every once in a while, because for the most part, because I do my streams late at night, I have my avatar up.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have to have all the cameras. I don't have to have all the lights and all that stuff going. And I have a really nice Zen chat. We don't do drama. We don't have people in there disrespecting people.
Nice.
Because after I get my watch hours, I want to continue, doing the live streams. Maybe not like every day like I'm doing now, but
Yeah.
sorry guys, I'm multitasking. I'll show you I'm frying
So
chicken.
am I. I'm multitasking as well.
But literally, I'll get trolls in the chat. And so that's why sometimes I will come on camera. I say, just so y'all know I'm a real person and it is me. And generally I come on after the thing. But I think one of the artificial ways people were getting their growth followers, and this is just my opinion, was through those silent streams.
What do you mean silent?
And I wondered if those were going to work, if those were going to bite people in the butt.
Wow.
Because there were a lot of people doing those, and I was tempted, but I'm like, well, I can talk. If I get on here for at least an hour, I'm doing something. I'm not going to do these 11-hour streams overnight. That's kind of crazy when there's nothing literally except for a goldfish bowl or a flower arrangement.
Yeah, a lot of us legit YouTubers get bunches of trolls, and even Red got some that I've had to battle. So
I'm back. I'm back. By the way, real quick, what DC the Purple Diva is saying is that she wants to make it a productive use of her time. And when you go to these channels that are spinning digital wheels saying, all right, I'm going to give you a little prize here, and I'm going to turn off the echo, and I'm sitting next to my wife, and she's saying, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat.
Stop doing that. That
You
is so
sound like
annoying.
somebody. Not familiar, Eli.
That is so annoying.
You are being so bad, Eli.
That is so annoying.
Super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super chat, super sticker, super
Eli,
chat.
you're a trip.
Here's the thing.
Oh my God.
I've only been to that particular channel a few times. I do subscribe to them, but I've only been to their channel a few times. And the reason is because their chats used to go so fast, I couldn't keep up.
Right.
I tried to watch one replay video of theirs, and before they even started the live stream, I got bored.
Right. And what DC the Purple Diva was saying is that a lot of these channels, before YouTube removed the go to channel feature, which folks, you can, if you use a laptop or desktop and you get the Chrome extension go to channel, I did a video on that. You can check it out if you want to see how to do it. You can add the extension and then you can have that function back. And I'm going to be sharing DC the Purple Diva's channel here in a little. That sounds so good, Diva. I gotta tell you.
I know.
God,
Red was good. Oh, that's
oh man, I want some fried chicken right now. Homemade Southern style fried chicken. Even though you're in California, well, you're in Southern California, but we'll just pretend
my
like
family's from New Orleans.
Oh, so you got that Southern.
God, she knows pig's feet. She knows how to do pig's feet. Oh my God!
I got an idea here, ladies. I have an idea. This is gonna be cool. We can do this in the summertime, and summer's coming. But to finish up on that thought, what DC the Purple Diva was saying is that look, a lot of these channels, for example, Pusha Studios, they were the only ones that had memberships for a while and had this merch wall and had all these perks. So it was unique to them, and that's what gave them the false sense of relevancy temporarily until the rest of us now got it. And when they made it wide open to all the other YouTubers, it completely devalued what they were doing. So now they're complaining because they have to find the real way to become relevant. I'm not trying to kick these people down. I would love to help them if they were open to my help or our help, but they're just not. So it's just interesting what I've seen transpire. DC the Purple Diva, Jennifer Devil's Queen, and Alex the Beer Master. It's been real interesting what I've seen. Is that what you're kind of saying there, Diva?
Well, I mean, what I've been watching is that, because when everybody got that, everyone now it's basically pushing membership versus, I'd say, the super chats, which is what people were using to get seen on channels.
Right.
When they were in the networking streams.
Yeah, but they're still using Super Chat.
No, people still are super chatting. They are.
Right.
Yeah, because Eli still uses it. I've seen it earlier, so that's good. But it's more extra stuff. At least
well, we all use it. What she's saying is that these additional options of memberships that were only available to channel like Andrew and Ksenia's, Pusha Studios channel. Now you can become members of other channels, so people have options to be members elsewhere and not only on their channel. And they were whining and complaining about it like a little female dog. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude. Sometimes I'm a little too upfront, but that's the truth. Like Andrew was whining and complaining like a little female dog. And it's very just unprofessional and unattractive, in my opinion.
I think it's good that everyone has that right now, because it allows some of these other channels that, you know, are smaller but are monetized as well, to have their supporters to support them in a more, you know, I guess, consistent way.
Right. Right. Right.
Eli, I want your opinion. Was it a trial or something? Because you just said everybody gets monetized, blah blah blah, but they didn't get the special stuff like you said, the membership. So was it what's it called, a new thing, and then all of a sudden they said, you know what, I want everybody to have it now? Or I don't know, because I've never heard of it until recently, until now.
Well, what YouTube has done, and they were planning on doing this already, is they've been slowly rolling out all of these programs. An example, memberships, merch walls. Now they rolled out something that's called self-certification for monetization. It's all been rolled out to everyone. They were planning on doing it. Initially, they'll test market things. They'll see what kind of results they get from the test market. And if it's feasible to roll it out to everyone, they'll do it. The reason why they do that is because it takes up a lot of resources on their network to give it to everyone. And the more resources that they have to use, the more money it costs them. So they have to look at it from a cost benefit standpoint, right? Diva, does that make sense to you? Yeah.
And then also the other thing is that AdSense has gone down for a lot of channels too. So I think that's one of the other reasons why they probably rolled it out to everyone, because I know, you know, some of the smaller YouTubers, I notice now everyone's got ads. Everyone's got ads. But for a while there, you barely saw ads on monetized channels. Now they all have them.
You know why? And I'll speak of the truth, because a lot of these creators, they do not follow the ad-friendly guidelines, and they get the yellow icon. And you've heard Andrew and Ksenia complain about that all the time. 99% of my videos are green and fully monetized. I have ads on every single video. And here's the thing. There is some truth to what they were saying and what you're saying. There are some specific genres that that have less ad inventory available, but there are others that are getting more. So it all depends on what topic you're talking about. It depends on the title of your stream, your thumbnail, and all of that. And YouTube's gonna put ads where the advertisers want them to go. And that all depends on the content you're creating as an individual YouTuber. If you're talking about growth streams and putting streams up that say, let's go, let's grow, like Tree Trimmer 82, you're gonna have a limited ad inventory for that. If you're talking about multiple topics that advertisers want to sponsor because they feel the people that need their products are going to be on your channel, you're going to get that. So that's what I'm trying to help people understand. And that's what people like Pusha and the other people in the growth stream community don't understand. They saw a surge of money through super chats, paying people for shout outs, and having memberships to themselves. Now that the competition is real, now you've got to start doing something that you didn't do initially. Start providing more value, right? And
well,
if you can, go ahead.
I think they're going to take, at least because I listened to the replay of something, and I think they're going to take Tech Tuesday and give it to the members only now, is what I heard in one of their streams.
What was that?
Of it.
The replay?
In the Tech Tuesday, they're gonna offer it only to members. It's no longer gonna be an open stream.
Well, let me tell you this. Let me tell you how much traction that's gonna get. 0. I'll tell you why. Because after what, and I'm not trying to be rude here. I would really actually like to help Andrew and Ksenia, because I do understand marketing, and I do understand. I've been a self-employed entrepreneur for over 12 years, and I'm not trying to say I'm all that or any better. But now what they're trying to do is they're trying to do what I was mentioning in a stream last week or the week before. They're trying to overcompensate for the losses that they just were hit because now everyone has access to something they only initially had access to. So if you're going to now say, all right, if you're here live, then, we'll give you Tech Tuesday or whatever day it is for free. But if you want to catch the replay, we're going to make it members only. Okay, let's see what kind of numbers your memberships get after the way you went off on us getting.
Oh, yeah. I saw the replay of that one.
Well, and here's the thing. I have it downloaded. The bottom line is I can legally do a reaction video to it. Now, I wouldn't do it on this channel because they can still flag it down for copyright. But if they ever come out and try to do something again, I will do a reaction video to it on a separate channel and put it out there and debunk that. So that's why you want to be real careful with what you put out here on YouTube, because you don't know who's watching, you don't know who's recording, you don't know who's downloading backup copies, and you don't know who's going to do a reaction video that's going to affect you. So I wish them the best of luck. I hope it works out for them. I hope people do buy their memberships if they see value in Tech Tuesday, whatever it is, replays after the live being free. But yeah, that's
I don't know. I mean, for me, Eli, the membership thing, I think that's I'm going to be selective about who I am a member of, because those, and generally those are going to be channels that I was supporting in the first place. It's just now I'll be a member and then they'll get something consistently from me, versus a super chat here, a super chat there.
Right. And you know what, Diva? You know what I'm doing here on my channel is I'm not going to charge the moderators. Eventually what YouTube has planned to do, they just haven't done it yet, is they're going to allow free access for moderators to your members only content. And you as the creator that runs that channel will have the option to do that. They currently are not offering that, but they're going to do it. And they said that technically running live streams for members only is still in the beta testing phase. Maybe they're looking to see how many people are actually going to use it and see how feasible it is to invest more resources into it. But regardless, the one thing I would never, ever do is charge my moderators to be a member of my channel, when in essence they're working for that channel. And when you're a moderator of someone's channel, you are in essence working for them, working with them. You're at an executive level, and you shouldn't have to pay for that. But again, because right now there's no other way to give him access, I will either crowdfund it or pay for it out of my own pocket to give moderators access. Does that make sense? It's like I don't. And now if moderators want to donate super chats or PayPals, that's on them. Like other moderators that I've followed on their channels, I've super chatted them. I've sent them PayPals. And that's at your own discretion. But when it comes to members only content on your channel, your moderators should not have to pay for that. That is just where my heart and soul's at. I don't know if it makes sense.
That is true, Eli. I agree with you 100% on that, because they're already your friend, or you're already buddies with that person anyway, and at the same time, they're still helping you out. Or whatever,
and they're already working for you, dude. They're already working for you by keeping your chat clean, right? And promoting stuff, and right? Now, you can also use Nightbot. Like, Nightbot is great because I can basically, what a lot of these growth streams would do, and Diva would see this, and I'm sure you saw it, Alex, maybe you, Jennifer, as well, is that they would have moderators run links. For me, I don't expect anything from my moderators besides moderating the chat. So I use Nightbot to automatically put, please subscribe to my secondary channel. Here's my PayPal link every 6 minutes, right? And then, boom, it does it itself, right? But in essence, moderators are technically working for you, figuratively speaking, and they shouldn't have to pay when they're already doing things for you. We're supporting each other, right? When you support each other at that level, I don't feel you should force someone to pay you money for a membership. Now, if you want to support somebody that you're a moderator on their channel and send them a PayPal or super chat every now and then, just because you feel like doing that on your own free will, then you know who's going to stop you on that. But it's not expected by me. It's not.
It'll be interesting to see how many of the channels whose mods are also their members, because that's the way it is right now on a lot of the channels. Open that up to those moderators for free once it's available. It'll be interesting to see that.
Oh, yes, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure YouTube will probably roll that up at the end of the year. But I got to say, Your hair is awesome, Diva. What do you folks think about Diva's hair? She's got the coolest hair I've seen in quite some time. How long does it take you to?
I've been wanting to put this in braids so much.
I put it in. This time it took me like about 6 hours because I braided myself.
Oh,
Nice.
I could not do that. I
Yeah,
think
I
She
wear
answered-
it
is too
so I can
long.
wear my hair any color I want, and I choose to wear it purple.
That is so awesome. That was the next question I was gonna ask you. How long does it take you to maintain that? Because it takes me a couple hours whenever I do my beard, trim it, and then I use Just for Men because I'm 46 years old. I'm an old fart, so I'm trying to still look like I'm 20, Diva. You know how it is, right? And
I know
so
I gotta take my braids down and color my hair because I am a lot older than you. I am 57.
Really? No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, my
Well-
son is like 25.
Well,
Wow.
I'm gonna
older than your son.
I'm gonna have to say this. You don't look like 57 at all.
She does not.
No.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
Not at all.
You see, ladies, like if you just take care of yourselves, I mean, you can look good until the day you die. I mean,
Now I was a gym rat until I was in my mid 40s, though. I will admit that. I was at the gym until I was in my mid 40s, but I've always ate what I wanted to eat in moderation.
yes, that's the key. And you know what, Diva? You know where we can
Mhm.
go with this? We can also, you and I, and maybe some
Mhm.
others could do a health series on top of the autism series, which I think would be great to collaborate on. And because I agree with you, I mean, I eat whatever I want, but I eat it in moderation, and I also walk 4 to 5 miles pretty much almost every day. I do a lot of hiking, so staying
Yep, I walk
active-
every day too.
Good. I'm so glad we finally were able to talk. I know we've been connected for so long, and I'm so glad. Let me do this because we're gonna wrap this up in about 5 minutes here. It's almost 1 a.m. Eastern and almost 10 p.m. Pacific. I know that the three of us, Diva, Jennifer, and myself, are in California, so it's only almost 10 o'clock. Beer Master, what time is it in your neck of the woods?
You got it, my friend. It's almost 1 o'clock, my brother.
Oh, 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. where you're at?
Oh, it's 1 a.m., my friend.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because
Excellent.
remember, I'm East Coast, my friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. So you're the one on the East Coast there. A couple of things I wanted to mention is that later on during the summer, if it's all feasible, I would love to come down to Southern California. I'll get my own room and stuff, and maybe do a collab with you, Jennifer, and with you, Diva. I think we could do some live streams, and I think we could just do some lives on location at places. I think there are some really cool things we can do that will bring value to all of our channels and our community here. Those are the types of things, because we're so close, and it's only like a 5.5 hour drive. I can't even talk. A 5.5 hour drive, down wonderful Interstate 5, I-5 over the Grapevine.
Yeah,
You ladies know.
when everything is open back up, it would be really cool to do that, because I know a lot of people are like going crazy because they can't. They don't know how to do content inside their house. I do.
Yeah.
See, the beaches have just opened.
I know, that is crazy.
Yeah,
That's the only thing that's open right now. Are
I don't
beaches.
understand why are they opening up the beaches. You got to make sure this virus is contained and better, and not people getting.
Because people are already far apart from each other anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
So
But
Right.
they're not practicing social distancing on the beach.
They just
Well-
happen to be far away because they're far away.
Yeah, but no, what I'm saying is they're not practicing social distancing on the beach because they opened up the beaches in Florida too.
Oh, wow.
And thousands of people went to the beach.
but the restaurants down on the beach side have not opened up yet.
Right,
Right.
they're not. They probably won't.
Right. And I believe they don't have any place to park. They gotta
Yeah,
chug
the
a long way to get
parking
there.
lots are still closed.
Well, they're open.
I'm-
All restaurants where I live in California are open for takeout only. There's no dine-in.
Yeah.
I mean, the businesses are still. People still have
Yeah,
to eat.
takeout is still open.
Right.
and
right.
drive-throughs.
Right.
I truly believe because the beaches are open in your area and the beaches are, I'm assuming the beaches are in your open, I'm not sure, and the beaches are open in your area, that's going to cause a second wave. Maybe I'm wrong, and I hope to God I'm wrong.
I got to tell you, in all honesty, and maybe we'll do a stream on COVID-19 and social distancing and all. Now that you can monetize it on YouTube, we can talk about it. We can share our opinions about it. Now, as far as nobody really knows, even the doctors don't know 100% what the facts are. But now that we've been living this for a little while, if I had to state an opinion, I think that it is a more serious version of the flu that basically your immune system can fight it off. I think what's killing the people that are dying from it is an already weakened immune system due to something else. And that's what I'm noticing. I mean, people have died, but it's not like wiping out an entire country. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Like it was the plague.
Yeah,
it's not the plague, no.
Yeah.
But this is a type of stream that is easily killed by Lysol. Come on. It says it right on the can.
Well, okay.
Well, they think it's going to weaken now. They think that as the weather is warming up, that's going to weaken it, because that's what their thought was before. And now they're thinking that might do that.
Yeah, Diva, I did hear something from some people in some other communities. I haven't fact checked this yet, but some people were saying once the temperature reaches 80 degrees and stays above 80 degrees for a while, that's where the virus starts getting killed off, is what they're saying. But until it happens, we're not going to know. I mean, we're still learning about this thing each and every day, right?
Yep.
Yes,
They're not also
just like any other flu.
releasing the people that have recovered from this.
Yes.
They're only depicting the deaths.
Right.
And the cases who have it. They're not reporting
folks,
how many people have survived.
Right. Do you folks know, do you ever watch CNN? There's a guy named Chris Como on there. I don't know if you've seen these videos on YouTube.
I've heard of him.
Oh, yeah, I saw Chris. He did a really good video on what he did and what the doctors told him to do, how to fight it off.
Dr. Sanjay is
my jewelry teacher had it.
Yeah.
And he didn't even go to the hospital. He just fought it on his own, and he won the battle.
Right. What people are saying, it's basically like a stronger, harsher version of the flu. You're going to go through waves, and you just have to fight it the same way. But Chris Como has been doing CNN for a while, and he got the coronavirus, and then he was isolated to the basement of his house, and he's been reporting, from his home, with Anderson. With the Dr. Sanjay, who's a doctor that CNN talks with quite often, and is also friends with Chris Como. And today I saw a video where he basically was cleared to come back, and spend time with his family. And his Chris Como's daughter was shooting video of him walking up the stairs from the basement into the family room. And ironically, his wife even got the coronavirus, and it was kind of scary for a while. But no, he was sharing his experiences about it for many weeks, the ups and downs, the fevers, and all they said was like, look, take ibuprofen, take aspirin, take cold medicine, get lots of rest. The same remedy that you use, or the same remedies that you use to fight off the common cold. This is just a much more powerful version of the common cold is what it's all boiling down to. Like, let's go around the panel one more time and get your thoughts on this, and then I'm going to wrap up the show, folks. So I'm going to shut down the hangout and wrap up the show just with the audience. But go ahead. Let's start off with Alex, the beer master, first.
Well, I don't talk about this anymore because it panics me, and because I'm thinking I'm going to die if I get it, and. That's why I don't watch the news anymore, because of that. I even heard a new thing called COVID foot. I don't know if you ever heard of that. Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not, but
it sounds like stupidity in its rare form.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I hope I don't get it, because I don't want to die. I want to live. I want to.
Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to die if you get it. The people that are dying are typically people that are older, that have a weakened immune system. Your immune system defines you, right, for the most part. And the way that you strengthen your immune system I'm sure Diva could probably agree with this, is that stay healthy and fit and take care of yourself as best as possible. So that way, when something like this pandemic comes around, your body is going to be able to fight it off easier. It's not going to be easy on you, but it'll be able to fight it off.
And
I don't know if that.
and lots of garlic.
Yep.
Yes, lots of fluids,
turmeric.
lots of rest. Go ahead.
That's it. And turmeric.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think you've seen me, Eli. Yes, I'm a little chubby, but I'm not overweight or anything, or at least in my opinion. I mean, do you think I am?
Do I think you're what?
Overweight?
You don't look overweight. I mean, and I'm not a judgmental type of person. I mean, but you don't look like you're overweight.
I know
you seem
I am, and I love it.
Okay. Well, I mean, you all have your own opinions, and that's on.
You don't look overweight.
Thank you.
Everybody's not meant to be skinny.
Oh no, I don't care about my what I look like. I just want to make sure because I want to live. Because I heard that if you're overweight, that also can get you to that you can't breathe.
Here's my opinion on this, and then we're gonna get to DC the Purple Diva's final thoughts here in a second as well. This is from what I've learned, but I'm not a doctor, right? This is just what I've read and what I've learned. I keep myself healthy and fit as best as possible because all my body parts work much better. I've gained 20, 30 pounds. I've fluctuated up and down. And I really was never extremely overweight, but I've been 20, 30 pounds heavier. And even 20 or 30 pounds heavier puts more strain on my back. It makes me tired quicker. I have less energy, right? So that's how it affects me there. Additionally, the more fit and healthy you are, okay, besides the fact looking hot and sexy to attract people that you want to attract for dating stuff, right? That's just the bonus. It's more so for your health, and your immune system is a part of that. Plus, from this, again, I'm not a doctor, but this is stuff that we all know, we've read. Like the more overweight you are, the greater chance you have of getting diabetes or type 2 diabetes. And basically that right there can affect you too, right? Does that make sense?
Yes, because I've talked about that before. I don't have that. I don't have diabetes. As far as I know, I don't have any heart problems. I don't. I'm not overweight, so I think I'll be good if this ever did came around. It might have already got me, and I didn't know.
That's true.
What I think a lot of people got it and don't even know they got it, and they got the milder forms of it. For me, what I think about this though is that I believe that it's like they say that it's like SARS on steroids. So it's a super flu that does get into people's respiratory, and a lot of the people who have gotten it, they don't know if they're going to have any after effects from it. So, just like Eli said, the best thing you can do going through this is, to obviously do the social distancing, and eat right, take your vitamins. And I'm not talking about, the one-a-days. I'm talking about, the real vitamins that you can get in your foods and then from some of the natural food stores. But I don't think that the majority of us are going to get it. I do think that I have my conspiracies about it, but I'll keep those to myself right now.
Well,
you know what?
If you ever want to talk about it, we can always talk about it offline if you don't feel comfortable talking about it online.
Yeah.
Which I respect your
no, I don't want to put my conspiracies into Eli's stream, so I'll keep them to
That's what
myself.
I'm saying.
Hold on a second here. I think because DC the Purple Diva, I want to interview all the moderators here and people I'm connecting with. Like, are you open to doing a one-on-one interview? And we can talk about all that stuff on your interview.
Oh yeah,
Not a
we
big
can talk
deal.
about it when we do the interview. Absolutely.
Oh, then we're good.
Yeah.
Then. There you go.
Absolutely.
But I mean, I don't think that this was by accident. Let me just say that.
No.
I'll just leave it at that. I don't think that it was by accident, and I don't think that it's an accident that we have so many people that have it here in the United States because we knew we had a very broken healthcare system, and now
It still is
showing.
broken, and it's still very broken.
Yep, and now it's showing. Now it's showing.
That's because our government is more beeped up. Let's just say that. I'll be nice.
Exactly.
Than any other government on the planet. I mean, whoa, we could talk about that one for forever.
Exactly.
Diva, right?
Yeah.
So
exactly.
So anything else you want to mention, or?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, so we got to Alex, we got to DC the Purple Diva. Last but not least, we have Jennifer the Devil's Queen. What are your final thoughts about everything here before I shut down the hangout and then finish up with the audience? Go ahead, Devil's Queen.
Well, relevancy is important to keep your YouTube alive because you have to be able to connect with everybody who's watching or going to watch. You have to keep it at a high point, or else you're going to find people that could eventually be fans of yours being bored out of their wits.
Right.
And if a YouTuber can't entertain me, what is it like for the others? I'm pretty high on the radar to try and entertain. If you can't entertain me, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Well,
I agree with you. And the live stream if you're live streaming, you got to have a purpose. I mean, either you're giving information or you're doing some type of entertainment, but you're doing one or the other.
But I've known YouTubers that get on this platform and they don't get anybody in their chats. They don't get very many follows. They're lucky if they can get a few people on their subscription list.
Right.
Wow.
But they don't do it for the traction and what everybody else is doing it for. They want to get their message out, and they don't care how many people tune in to listen. If they
or
don't
how
even
few.
want to, or if they just want to get their message out.
They want to use it as an outlet. They're using it as an outlet because they don't feel good about themselves. They're insecure people that just want to just run their mouth. That's all it is. That's my opinion.
There's a lot of those.
With my anonymous group, we don't get anybody in our chats to comment or anything or give their things. We barely get views, let alone freaking people in the chat. But if we actually do get subscribers, it's a good day for us. So it's like there are people out on this platform who don't do it for monetization or anything, or the money or anything. They just do it to get their message out.
No, I hear you.
That's facts.
Yep.
And it really pains me to see even activists don't get very many people.
Nope.
Because everybody wants to be sheeples.
Well, and you're different, which is why you're here, and same with Diva, and same with the Beer Master Alex. I like people that are diverse and that have an opinion and that have a spine, and they're not afraid to share how they feel.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a right and a wrong way to do it. You can share your opinion without attacking someone. That's called an opinion. When you attack someone, you're basically projecting your insecurities onto them, right? Like, I'm not attacking Andrew and Ksenia on Pusha Studios. I've had some bad experiences with them, and like, I honestly would love to help them because I know I can help them. They're just not open to my help, and that's on them. But I'm not going to sit here and criticize them. I mean, yes, I already kind of did, but I'm not going to keep coming at them. I'm just going to say, hey, you know what? Good luck to you. Best of luck to you. I hope you find a way to, become successful or gain back the success you had before everyone else got access to what you only had. And that's that. But if you ever change your mind, let me know. Reach out to me if you change your mind and if you want to truly work together and actually accomplish something. That's all you can do. But who else? Who else? Go ahead.
Eli, are you saying they're the only? See, I didn't know this. I thought so. They're the only ones that were monetized. I mean, I've seen channels monetized, but I didn't know about obviously, like I said, the other programs. So they were the only one that had the programs.
Well,
Out of all
they
these
were
YouTubers?
out of the Growth Stream community. I've been involved in with this Growth Stream community stemming back to, I don't know if you remember James Cox, DC the Purple Diva, a few years back. There's a guy named
I've heard of
James.
him from you. I've heard of him, but I've never.
Yeah, James Cox started this whole thing when YouTube was changing their monetization rules from only needing 10,000 views to 4,000 public watch hours in the previous 12 months and 1,000 subscribers. So James Cox started the I'm a Creator community. He was the first one to do this. Next thing you know, his thing kind of went downhill. And then, Pusha Studios was a part of that. I met Pusha back then. And then he started growing his channel. He was the fastest channel to grow, and he was one of the first ones to get monetized. And he was the first one to get the 10K subs, where a lot of these perks were only offered to channels with 10K plus subs, right? So
Wow.
now getting monetized, everyone could get monetized, but he started getting the additional perks of monetization because he was reaching the subscriber numbers, and YouTube had not rolled it out to everyone at that point. So that's what gave him a little more of an edge initially. And he ran with that and did quite well. They made good money doing it. And if you notice, they were getting 200 plus people on their streams initially. And now they're only getting 40, 50, 60, maybe 70 max, right? Why is that happening? Because all the other channels now can offer what they've been offering all along, and they can do it better. And the other channels are providing more value. And I'm saying, look, instead of complaining that everyone is getting access, instead of coming at me subliminally in your community posting, Andrew Ksenia, and saying that the fake life coach is charging $99.99 for a package, why do you care? I can charge whatever I want. If YouTube gives me the access and says I qualify, I can do what I want. How is that affecting you? I wasn't even talking about you, but you all of a sudden, started running your mouth at me. So guess what? You came at me. I'm going to do a response to you. That's what we do out here on YouTube. If you attack another YouTuber, even subliminally, we know who you're talking about, especially if it's me, I'm going to call you out and use you as an example of what not to be if you want to be successful out here. Does that make sense, everyone? That's all I was saying. I'm not trying to attack the guy. I'm stating a fact. I'm stating my opinion, which happens to be a fact. That's it. And then I'm out. Good luck to you, Andrew. Good luck to you, Ksenia. Best of luck on your channel. But hey, if you ever want to talk, if you ever want to be reasonable with me, I am still willing to give it a chance, and we can work together on something. But they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that.
Eli, I thought they helped you out too. I mean, that's what I thought. Maybe you helped yourself out.
They never. Do you know how they helped me out? Let me tell you something. When I would go to these Growth Stream channels, I typically got blocked everywhere because these people felt I was a threat, right? So obviously, these people are insecure and they think that, okay, if I start getting people to my channel because I can run a show, and I'm not saying I'm all that, but I've got good speaking skills and good quality audio and video, right? Okay, they felt threatened, so they all banned me. But I said, look, there's no point in chatting on a live stream within a Growth Stream that's running 100 miles an hour, like DC the Purple Diva was saying. So what I would do is I would go in on their live stream replays, and I would skim through the chat looking for new channels, and then I'd go to the channel, and then I would watch a few videos. If I liked their videos, I would send them a nice comment. I'd say, hey, I just connected with you. Great stuff. I'd love to collaborate with you if you're open to it. I run live streams daily. If you want to come into my live streams, I'll introduce you to my network. DC the Purple Diva did that. You did that, Alex, and a few others, right? And look where we're at. It's called networking. Yeah. Now, if you use it that way, it's very productive, and it's not sub for sub. But when you do it the other way, it is sub for sub, and it doesn't work. It's not going to get you anywhere. So, go ahead. Did you want to mention one more thing about it, Diva, before we get out of here?
No, I was just going to say that that's absolutely right. And the thing is that there are channels, like TR. Now, who's changed his, it's not really as much of a Growth Stream as it was before, but he was, telling people, you have to do it the right way. You have to. He was like, If you don't like the channel, don't subscribe. Don't go
Right.
there and subscribe and then take it away.
Right. 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 Because they're not going to support you. Look, you know, if you go there and you say, I gotcha, get me back, that's all it is. It's an empty dead subscriber. You're not going to get anywhere. What I've been looking for through these growth streams is apparently the same thing you've been looking for, DC the Purple Diva, is networking. I'm looking to collaborate with other YouTubers that really want to grow a channel, that have, you know, a voice, that have a message, that can carry on a conversation and are not into drama. Now, I understand drama can happen anywhere. A little bit of drama every now and then, yeah, it can be entertaining. I get it, right? But I'm looking for more so someone that has a message, like you, Diva.
I'm strictly a spectator on drama.
No, I hear you. I guess we all are to a certain extent. Right, I get it. No, I get what you're saying. But there's a lot of value in working with everyone on this panel compared to working with people that are just running streams that say, you know, I gotcha, get me back. Or you get these guys standing up saying, all right, everyone, let's get DC the Purple Diva up to 1,000.
Don't do that again. That's annoying. Don't do that again.
That's why I do it. It's an example, right? It doesn't work.
That's what they do.
These people are like used car salespeople standing up and basically getting super chats from people that want a shout out. Like, you've got to be kidding me. And you guys are seeing value in this?
Yeah.
Wow.
The way I see it, Eli, is that your shout out is when you say hello to the chat.
That's generally what I do. Whenever I go into a chat, the way I come in the chat, I go into everybody's chat the exact same way. I always say Ola from the West Side, so people know it's me.
West Side.
I said Ola from the West Side, everyone, and then I speak to the host, whoever's channel it is, and then I just watch how the chat is going, and I join the chat.
And basically, if they want to subscribe to you, they will. You're not going to basically ask them unless you want to.
I don't care. Right. It's like, because most of the time, you know, I mean, if I'm in, like, most of the growth streams that I'm actually in, I'm a mod in there. So I'm not in there trying to get someone anyway.
Right.
And then when I'm in other chats, I just kind of go through, and people say shouts out and everything. And then I'll go to their channel and I'll see what they're doing. And if I like them, then I'll come back and, you know, give them a little heart so they know I did actually go to their channel. But see, now with the way it's going, it's like you really physically have to go out of the chat, go to their channel, and actually watch their video right then.
Well,
make your mind up if you're going to like them or not.
Do you have this? I don't have it yet, but do you have the extended version so you can just don't have to do that and you just go to that channel?
Well, I'm usually on my phone when I'm in those streams. I'm usually on my phone. I'm not on my computer.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm fine with that. And I'm fine with that because if I'm in a growth stream, I have a limit. I'm not trying to make more than maybe 10 friends because I can't go and look at more than 10 people's channel. These people who go and get 20, 30, 50 people, I don't know how they're organically watching all of those people's videos.
They're not.
That's just my opinion. I don't
know. It's the same with me, but I truly follow these people to build friendship. Right? That's what I do. I try to be friends with these people as best I can. That's what I like to do. I don't try to grow my stream or anything. I build friends. Yeah, it's growing my stream, whatever, but I'm not using it that way. I like to build friends.
Yeah, and see, sorry guys. And see, I don't even, my stream is just, it's just a chat stream. We just talk about whatever. And if people want to meet people, then they do. You know, but that's it.
Right. And real quick,
I'm not forcing anybody to connect with anybody.
Right.
I don't do growth streams, Eli. You know that. I do that. I just get it to build friendship. That's what I believe in.
No, I agree. And real quick, because I need to wrap this up, folks. We've already gone way over. But real quick, no, it's okay. No need to apologize. I mean, there are going to be more. Trust me, there's plenty more to come. We got many days, and we're going to make it happen. I love all of you. But what I wanted to say before I shut down the hangout here to all of you is that, look, when the reason why these people are trying to connect with all these people, sub for subs, they're trying to get monetized. So you get to 1,000. I've said this before. I'll say it again. You get to 1,000 subscribers. You get your watch hours somehow. They do shady things to get that as well. Now you have a monetized channel. Now you're on a live stream, you have 2 people that show up, or you get 30 views on your video. Like, you're not going to make any money. Like, why get monetized if you're not going to be able to, when you're not going to have people there to see the ads that precede your videos, right? They just don't get it, and people are not teaching them that. The people that were running these growth streams, I hate to say it, Pusha's one of them. I don't hate these people, but Pusha, Tree Tremor 82, Island Life Fishing, and even Killer Whale for a while when he was Flat Earth Forums. Look, it was more so. No, I wouldn't even. Killer Whale does it okay, but I'm more so talking about Tree Tremor 82, Island Life Fishing, and Pusha Studios. Those 3 people made a lot of money before they started opening up memberships and other stuff to other channels. And they made a lot of money because, in essence, all they've been doing, no disrespect, is being used car, and I'm going to say salesmen because they've all been men. The women don't do this. These 3 men were just used car salesmen trying to make as much money as possible selling a sub for sub to get people to 1,000. That is the only perceived value their audiences had. Now that whole thing's been taken away, guess what? Now you guys have to go out there and actually create value, or you're not going to make the same money you did, which you didn't deserve to make in the first place, right? So that's where I'm going to end this. I want to thank you, Alex the Beer Master. I want to thank you, DC the Purple Diva, and I want to thank you, Jennifer, a.k.a. the Devil's Queen, for being here. All right, I'm going to shut down the hair. Say goodbye, everyone. Say goodbye. All right, everyone. Bye. All right, folks, I'm going to shut down the Hangout there, and I'm going to switch to the full screen and just want to address the rest of the audience for just a couple more minutes before I go off the air. We've been on the air for 3 hours and 26 minutes. I didn't think I would be on this long. But, when you get a panel and things are going great, you're having a great time, and that is just amazing. We're still holding on to 16 people in the box at 1:28 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 10:28 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time in my neck of the woods. I'm in the San Francisco Bay Area, Redwood City to be exact. Wow, almost 400 views, and that's great, Yeah, folks, look, I really like the way things are going here, not only on my channel lately, but other people that I'm starting to reconnect with and finally connect with. And I invite more of you to, come back. I know there are so many great people we've met that want to really get somewhere and want to really, grow their channels the right way. My door is open. All you have to do is reach out to me, Coach Eli at coacheli@eliasmelas.com. Send me an email. I'd be willing to interview you, bring you on a panel like we brought some of the other moderators tonight, and start truly collaborating. There's so many great things that are going to be in the works now. DC the Purple Diva and Jennifer, a.k.a. the Devil's Queen. They both live in Southern California. Later on this year in the summer, I will drive down there for, 4 or 5 days or a week, get myself a room, and we will produce content all week. And we will show you what a true collaboration is meant to be, and what can and will come out of it, folks. DC the Purple Diva's back in the chat, and thank you once again for being on the show. And congratulations to our latest moderator here on the channel, DC the Purple Diva. As a matter of fact, I want to share her channel again. Actually, I don't think I shared it earlier. Maybe I did. But if you want to subscribe to DC the Purple Diva, I just got her link. It is in the chat right now. Subscribe to her, bang the bell, select all notifications. Make sure you're getting all notifications, because I'm sure that, we're going to be doing some collaborative live streams together. Folks, let's just truly support each other. This is what true support is all about. It's not about sub for sub. It's about, truly getting to know people, seeing, the value in their message, and, wanting to share the value of their message to your audience, and in return, hopefully they're willing to do the same thing for you because they see value in your message. Tonight, we've been talking about staying relevant in today's modern world is critical to your success on and off of YouTube. We really didn't talk much about, being successful off of YouTube. Also, requires you to stay relevant, in the modern world. Women are different than they were. Women have equal rights, and women have been liberated. Women are working. Women are doing pretty much everything that only once men were doing. So you got to stay relevant as a man, and you got to understand what's going on. I mean, I didn't really share that many examples of it. Maybe we'll do it on a different show. But when I'm saying, when I say staying relevant in today's modern world is critical to your success on and off of YouTube, that's what I mean. You've got to, you've got to keep up with the Joneses, which is what they call it. And you've got to be an interesting, fun, genuine, and down-to-earth person. And that's what makes you most attractive and appealing to other people, whether it is for, dating relationship purposes, or whether it is for, collaborating on a business aspect, such as, on YouTube. So with that being said, Alex, the Beer Master says, thank you for letting me come on. Eli, I hope you have a wonderful night, my friend. Absolutely. And Queen, thank you so much. I saw earlier that you were having some issues, and no worries. We'll get you on in the future. Fizzin, I also saw your message that you'll come on another time. No worries, folks. I'm going to get on out of here. I've got to, make myself something to eat because I haven't eaten, but I had a really great time tonight. Right now, we are at 3 hours and 31 minutes. Another great stream, folks. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. I'll be back for one, more than likely 2 streams. I'll probably do a walking stream tomorrow during the day, and probably an in-studio stream in the evening. Okay? So thank you again to all the moderators for being here in the chat, and the ones that also came on the panel. Thank you to all the consumers of content. I greatly love and appreciate you all. Have a great one, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Bye. We are out. We're out of here. Woohoo!